Start stream, and we're live. Yippee!
Yippee!
Oh, that wasn't caught on stream.
Yippee! Hello, chat.
Yippee!
Welcome, everyone. It's me, twitch.tv/Exzelda from youtube.com/@Exzelda. I'm your host today. We're playing Of the Devil. Funny Yuri game. Yippee! Amanda, introduce yourself.
I'm a cunty little thing.
True. Damn. Gonna get banned by Twitch and YouTube now.
How could you?
Is that not allowed? Am I not allowed to say that?
I don't think it's a problem.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know YouTube really isn't a huge fan.
Okay, George, you're next.
Hi, I'm George, and I'll be playing a cunty little thing.
Whoa.
Alright, Jolene, you're next.
YouTube is a cunt. I am Jolene. That is me. Persona 6.
Yippee!
Whoa,
That's
yeah.
true.
Okay,
So
Logan, you're
true.
next.
Mr. Manning,
Yippee!
today I just might be playing as a cunty little thing, but you'll have to stay tuned and find out.
True!
Oh.
You guys like how I keep the viewers
Yeah.
engaged?
Yeah, you leave it
Yeah,
ambiguous.
You really
Yeah.
increased the runtime.
I have an ambiguous aura that unsettles the hose.
Mr. Cunty little thing.
Mr. Cunty little thing.
Ambiguous aura that
Guys,
upsets
leave
the
a comment
host.
down below on who you think the best
That
cunty little thing
unsettles
is.
the hose.
Alright, Typha, you're next.
Hi, I'm Typha, and I'm playing a cunty little robot.
Holy crap.
Yo.
Maz, you should put the link in the stream, the server.
Oh, I typed it out and then I didn't click send. Because I'm
Yeah.
silly and whimsical.
That's fine. I pulled up the
Kind
tab.
of crazy how we all have something in common except for Mads here.
Oh, Googer. Alright, yippee! Okay, you want to hit us with the recap, Typha?
Yeah, sure. Last time on Of the Devil, Morgan and Sarah first investigate the crime scene for finding a glass that hadn't been scanned, as well as a salt shaker with a loose lid. They then visit the morgue, meeting Yumi Sato and her 900,000 million monitors, who found the unknown substance in David's body. After which they visit the Noble Corporation, both to snoop around and to register Sarah as Morgan's. They find out that Sarah is built different and worth $1 cerillion. While there, Helen Zhang hijacks the elevator to meet with Morgan and reveals that she's the unnamed witness that was at David's the night of his death. Helen maintains that David killed himself. Fran then gets back to them with a location to meet Isaac Porter, David's ex. He broke up with David just 2 hours before his death, and he's mean to Sarah, which kind of fucked up if you think about it. They return to David's basement, where they find hidden cameras separate from the penumbra system network that the rest of the building runs on. Sarah then explains the difference between a ladder and a stepladder. Very important. They also discover a secret room behind Sarah's hibernation chamber. Inside, there is a computer with logs for the secret cameras. However, David encrypted them. It'll take Sarah 2 to 6 hours to unencrypt them. There are also several documents, including his employment contract. When we left off, Morgan and Sarah were en route to the courthouse.
Yippee! Any questions? Everyone ready? Ready, Five Bear?
Ready?
Just
Five.
about.
I was ready, Fazbear, before you even started stream.
I'm ready, Frick Bear.
Holy shit.
I was ready 5 before there were bears.
Damn.
Whoa.
I'm ready, Bear 5.
BB, before
Mom, put
bears.
that blue fuck on the screen.
Boobies.
BBB, before big boobies.
I don't want to live in a world like that.
I'm not showing up before the big booties.
Well, you don't
Luckily,
have to.
you're an ABB.
So
Don't worry.
breathe a sigh of
Oh,
relief,
okay.
Amanda.
Oh,
An
feels.
ABB,
Going
Swedish
into
band.
courtrooms.
What do you mean?
You don't feel the tension in the air as the audience murmurs amongst themselves.
That is what we were doing.
You don't feel a fiery sense of justice rising in your gut as the prosecution smirks at your ragtag assembly of witnesses.
Do you really think this is gonna be like some kind of movie where the good guys save the day?
Probably not. So that would be nice if it were.
What's your deal anyway? Did David train you off of a movie marathon from hell or something?
We did watch films together. That's what you're asking. Though he was rarely the one who suggested it.
So you were the aggressor. What's an android get out of watching a flick anyway?
What do I get?
Why do you do it? What's your reason?
I'm not sure how to answer your question.
Never mind. Forgot what I was talking to.
Damn, she's racist.
I like the performances.
Sure, there you go. Got a crush on Humphrey Bogart or something?
He's a handsome man. But it's not the actors I like so much as their performance. The truth is, besides father, I have very little experience when it comes to people.
I hadn't noticed.
I read the net and I watch people and what they share of their lives. But it's also subtle, hard to follow. There are so many unspoken rules that can't be taught, only learned, and I often struggle to grasp them. You're all so complex, so detailed. But the characters on screen are exaggerated, larger than life. The actors enunciate, their body language is precise and meaningful. Their faces are bright and softly lit, and their eyes are. It's fiction, so these characters and their stories, they have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And the people on screen don't ask anything of you except your attention. You can't disappoint them or make them feel awkward. You can just watch and learn. But what about you, Adonai?
What about me?
Do you like movies?
Yeah, sure. Back when I was a kid.
Really? Who was your favorite director? What was your favorite film?
It was a long time ago. I don't remember. 6:05 p.m. July
She's
1st,
old.
2086. I'm old.
Mold.
State building. Floor 48. Things are quieter than I expected here at the courthouse. I've always felt courthouse is a bit of a misnomer. Government building is probably the best way to describe these towers, all-encompassing and impenetrably vague. 100 floors of officials and documents and paper-pushing queues, with a couple dozen courtrooms squeezed in along the way. Didn't think I'd be arguing in court when I woke up today. Didn't think that my friend would be dead or that he'd have thrust an android onto my lap either. I could just walk in there and concede. Emma would be irritated and more than a little confused, but I could play it off as an exercise in grief. The android would complain, loudly, of course, but I wouldn't have to listen to it. Now that it's registered in my name, I could probably just order the damn thing to reset its memory. But I haven't done that, and I guess I don't plan to. Why? Must be because I have my suspicions as well. Sarah insists that David would never commit suicide, and I haven't actually stopped to ask myself whether or not I agree. David was rational, subdued, private, hard on himself, and not prone to emotional outbursts. So maybe that's why I'm finding myself outside a courtroom, prepared to humor and add suspicions before the state. Because I don't really believe David killed himself either. What's your progress bar at?
I can confirm that I am making progress.
Well, shit, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But it would be difficult to summarize that progress in terms of a completion percent.
Give it your best shot anyway.
4%. Are you feeling confident in your case?
Markedly less so after hearing that.
Do you think the judge will be amenable to your argument?
What are you talking about?
Do you know the judge we've been assigned? Are they particularly lenient or strict?
Adjutants are always a coin flip, so... You do know what an adjutant is, don't you? Are you expecting to see a bearded old man with a robe and gavel when we get in there?
Damn. Call out.
Attorney.
Wonder what game or series that could be referencing?
Fortnite.
Judge Judy.
It's like they expect Morgan to be some kind of ace attorney or something.
Don't we have a button for that?
I read the
No, that's
I
for
didn't
Ghost
hear
I
it.
don't know.
My bad.
You're the button guy, dude. Shouldn't you know?
Oh, got it.
Adjutants are
works.
android judges, okay? With all the authority that entails.
Ace detective?
I am
Are you stupid or something?
There we go. There's the ace button.
I
That
am
was so long.
surprised to hear that people are willing to accept rulings made by automated dependents.
Rulings come from landmark cases in the higher courts. Those are passed down by actual judges, real people with decades of study and experience. But not every eviction case or traffic ticket that ends up in court requires years of legal expertise. Sometimes all you need is a referee and a sentencing algorithm.
So, androids are used to reduce caseload.
Been that way for decades.
Actually terrifying.
How was a law that replaced judges ever enforced? Wouldn't there be injunctions, stalling?
Judges did fight it for years, at every level, and in every theater. The public lost their patience for that kind of obstruction during the 60s. State needed to shred budgets across the board, and so judges that couldn't be replaced by years of legal battles were instead ushered into early retirement by the unrelenting force of our great nation's accountants.
And it's not controversial having machines determine sentencing for human beings.
Whatever controversy there is, it gets aimed at the machines, not the people who put them there. And the machines can't
Grok,
lose
I have
sleep over
jury
it.
duty. Should I say innocent or guilty?
Oh god, does that mean that my character is Grok? No.
Oh my god.
Besides,
Oh.
it used to be that even the most high profile of crimes wouldn't get a court date until weeks or months later. Nowadays, most crimes are prosecuted within a single business week.
That's not rushing things.
Business squeak.
Yeah, keeps people in my line of work on their toes, that's for sure.
I'm just surprised to hear that there's so much haste.
Don't they teach you about classical conditioning in android school? You gotta feed the dog immediately after you ring the bell. If punishment doesn't follow the crime in quick succession, the lesson doesn't stick.
I see. But if adjutants are so effective, why aren't they used in every trial? Why aren't they used in politics?
That's a logical question to ask.
Chad, I have a
And
question.
The answer
What's your
What?
question?
is your question.
What's an adjutant?
Kill
The
yourself.
judge,
The
robot.
Robot judge.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not reading all that. Thank you.
Because the ad is short for Android and at Android Judge.
It was up here somewhere.
Oh,
I don't care to
okay.
find it.
Yeah, thank you. I missed that.
That logic only
The
gets you
mister.
so far when it comes to people.
Doesn't everyone want the courts to be as just as possible? If adjutants are truly impartial and incorruptible, then
Everyone wants justice, sure. There are other considerations to be had.
such as
Disgust.
what?
That's all people really care about. What all their morals boil down to. Just what they do or don't find disgusting. Only problem is, everything's more palatable when viewed through a screen. So when everyone sees the world through AR and cameras and no one ever gets dirt under their fingernails, you'd be surprised what you can get away with.
I don't understand.
Yeah, well, therein lies the problem. You stupid.
Whoa.
No, not
Does Sarah know what 9 plus 10 would be?
What's 9 plus 10,
21.
Sarah?
Yippee. 6:24 p.m. July 1st, 2086.
Stupid.
Courtroom 48D. Just a preliminary hearing, huh? You wouldn't know it from the look on her face. But I shouldn't have expected any leeway once we stepped into the courtroom. Not with
Hi,
her.
Squidward.
That's the
Hi,
adjutant up there.
Sarah.
Is it asleep?
It's loading.
It needs to load.
Don't be rude. Not every ad can afford to be decked out as extravagantly as you. Especially not those the state buys in bulk.
There's an audience.
You mean the gallery? That's nothing. Could have been a lot worse. Word of any trial in the case of David Asher's death must have spread like wildfire. Even a mock trial like this one. Detectives like Reyes or London would get chewed out for leaking things to the press. But uniformed officers had little to lose and a lot to gain by dropping a text to their attentive friends in the media. And then there's the corporate plants. Interns usually. Preferably ones with modded eyes. It's illegal to film inside a courtroom.
Like that potted one over there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's illegal to film inside a courtroom, but this is the year 2086. Things are gonna get out one way or another. I don't like having my face on camera. Don't like attention in general. But I'm not such a coward that I'd skip David's funeral just because there'd be paparazzi outside of it. My pretty little likeness was gonna end up in the background of some tabloid photograph one way or another by the end of this circus. At least this way, it's decent marketing for my legal services.
What will happen once the adjutant finishes loading? How will the trial proceed?
With all those films you watch, I'd figure that you could extrapolate.
I am asking so as to correct my misconceptions.
Well, not everything you saw on the silver screen is outdated. The court will come to order, and there will be a clarification of the charges. The defense enters a plea, and if it's not guilty, the prosecution begins making their case.
That means calling witnesses to the stand, correct?
Mostly. Sometimes they'll testify virtually from a separate location. Depends on the
Zooming
security
into the courtroom.
concerns. Yeah. Depends on the security concerns surrounding the particular individual in the case.
Do you do then? Sit there and watch?
Not if I want to get paid. I cross-examine witnesses after the prosecution are done questioning them. I can present evidence or witnesses of my own in response, as long as I have discovery backing me.
You've said that before. Discovery means...
Just that I can't pull stuff out of my pockets and present it without any kind of context. I have to have proof that I acquired it legally during the course of my investigation. Most of the time...
Presenting it without context? That sounds like a game that we've played before.
No. Most of the time, that means having recordings or witnesses that can verify my investigation.
which I can provide.
You didn't think I was letting you tag along because I liked you, did you?
Damn.
I hope so. And the jury. I don't see where they would sit.
Jury hasn't sat in the actual courtroom for years now. They have their own chambers where they watch a feed of the trial's proceedings in anonymity.
And that's not an issue. Don't people want to look someone in the eye before passing judgment on them?
You've got an old-fashioned sense of justice, don't you? But there's no jury at a preliminary hearing anyway. It's only meant to evaluate whether or not the prosecution has enough evidence to go to trial. A mere formality in today's day and age. With tools like optics and arcs, there's never any shortage of evidence to work with.
So all you have to do today is convince the adjutant.
Easier said than done. Adjutants lean heavily towards evidence over arguments. And right now, all the evidence suggests that David killed himself. It's gonna be an uphill battle. I can't afford to stumble. I need to focus on establishing an alternate interpretation of the facts, and it needs to be solid. But I don't have a suspect or even a motive for killing David. Yet. Anyway, I'll need to be sharp. Emma doesn't play nice enough for me to be anything less.
I think it's waking up.
This third lower court is now in session. Adjutant 8084 presiding. I call to order the case of People v. Asher. Do the people wish to make an opening statement?
No, Your Honor.
No point in bothering when it's just the adjutant here.
Very well. Do the defense wish to make an opening statement?
Not at this time, Your Honor. Might as well ring the bell and get this shit show start.
If neither the people nor the defense wish to make an opening statement, Then it falls to me to set the stage. My model name is Adjutant. My unit designation code is 8084. I am a machine, an automated dependent, and I serve the state by presiding over trials. You might find yourself wondering, why? What gives a machine the right to judge a human? A fair question, but the answer is simple. In every culture, in every society, no matter how it is worshipped, enshrined, or deified, justice has one defining quality. Justice is beautiful. Like a balanced equation, like the golden ratio, like the Vitruvian man, justice is beautiful.
Every time I see the golden ratio, I think of that rat.
What rat?
Mods, post that rat.
So what gives me the right? What gives me the rat? This gorgeous pod.
Oh, she's silly.
Silly.
Whatever, forget it. Forget I said anything. I was trying to lighten the mood, but I can see everyone hates me. You can try without me. They're guilty, or whatever.
No.
Oh no.
Oh, I love her.
Hello, my name is Adjutant 8084. My date of birth was September 2nd. This September 2nd, I like less than a year old, probably. I don't know. I am 263 centimeters tall, and I am 299.99 kilograms. My blood type is. My occupation is an automated dependent adjutant. I like raw salmon, running water, and gymnastics. I dislike criminals, contrarians, and pigeons. My sign is Libra. I chose it. I am open, obedient, observant of people, and I have 3 sizes: 109B, 64W, and 94H.
Yippee.
That's such a
You
Libra
get to
thing to
guess
do.
what those mean.
Your Honor.
Wait, what the flip? This defendant's already dead.
What the flip?
Why are we doing this? Is this a debug thing? Because I'll log the error if I need to.
No, Your Honor. This is a preliminary hearing to determine whether David Asher did, in fact, commit suicide, as he...
I get it. You want to make sure he wasn't cuckoo in the cranium before you cut up his will like a T-bone.
Excuse me?
I didn't realize adjutants were so lively.
They aren't. They're supposed to be austere and statuesque. Looks like we got served the most in need of repairs adjutant the court system could find. Whatever paper pusher we rushed to get this trial going must have wanted a little payback for the kindness.
What's that look for? Could it be you're trying to size me up?
Wouldn't dream of it, Your Honor.
I gave you all my sizes, so I don't know why it would be necessary. But if you have doubts about my ability to run this trial, I could always just enact summary judgment right here and now. I'm sure you'd find my ruling to be fair and even-handed.
That won't be necessary, Your Honor. She's much more of a character that I'm used to seeing up there, even counting all the flesh and blood judges I've met. But she's still just an adjutant. She'll follow the evidence where it leads. So long as I can make a few adjustments for the occasional outburst from the bench, my plan's still workable.
Gosh, she's gonna say objection.
So, people, shall we get started with that first witness?
Right away, Your Honor. The people call Dr. Yumi Sato to the stand.
I don't remember. Does someone who isn't already voicing someone right now
someone else
voice her?
wanted
So, probably George.
She had a cough
or
last
Logan?
chapter.
How much is London not going to show up or something?
Probably not very much, no.
All right,
I don't remember specifically, but...
Prophecy came true. You said you might be playing a cunty little thing.
Wow, you didn't even know.
Yeah.
It's Yumi.
Hey.
So how about it, pretty lady? You swear to tell the whole and unadulterated truth to the best of your ability?
I do.
Good enough for me?
Dr. Sato, you were in charge of the autopsy for David Asher, were you not?
I was.
And when did you make your examination?
I started last night. Well, technically 1 a.m. would be very early this morning.
I think you can still say last night if you're talking about 1 in the morning.
Objection! That was sick as hell. The defense will have their opportunity to cross-examine. Until then, they should refrain from making errant remarks.
The hell? All I said was...
Yeah, what she said. Shut the fuck up.
You mean sustained?
No, I meant shut the fuck up.
No,
Don't get cute with me.
No, your money.
Money. The damageless
Being
run.
cute is my job.
God damn. We've barely gotten started.
Damageless
Pretty
run
bad out of it.
finished. Eradicated.
No, she blinded you.
Oh,
You should try to.
One day blinding stew.
thanks for the tip. Shake it off. I'll get
You
my
think
chance to
blinding
raise
stew is a variant of
objections
strolling stew?
of my own soon enough. Yeah.
Dr. Sato, were you able to determine the cause of death?
He passed away due to respiratory failure.
Loser.
Could you explain what that means to the court? I mean, I definitely know, but the court doesn't.
Essentially, he wasn't getting enough oxygen into his blood.
Cut to the empty seats.
Seems by the time he arrived at the hospital, he was no longer breathing.
What does respiratory failure look like? What are the symptoms?
There would be lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting. Pale skin, a bluish tinge around certain extremities.
And the condition he was in matched those symptoms?
Correct.
In your experience, what are the most common causes of respiratory failure?
It can be caused by injury or disease. But the subject had no wounds or reported illnesses, and otherwise appeared to be perfectly healthy.
And what else could the cause... Bleh. And what else could cause respiratory failure then? Got too silly.
It is also commonly seen in fatal drug overdoses.
You'd have to expel a little bit of silliness.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to be silly. That's 80's job. Drug overdoses. Did you perform a tox screen on Dr. Asher?
Yes, but his tox screen came back clean. Whatever killed him, it wasn't something we've encountered before.
Wait, a clean talk screen? Clean? Can't let this chance slip by. I need to catch her mistake the second it comes out of her mouth. Ooh, whiskey
Is that like
yummers.
the presenting screen? Oh. I'm assuming there's a sound effect.
It has to be the contract.
Want him to go.
This is automatically going. You gotta read it.
Yeah. Isn't this just what
Oh, is
already
it the same
happened?
thing? Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Because you're waiting for the line that you have to call, right?
True.
Pick
Pick a card, any
Did
card.
she just slap her?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Want to bet?
Yo!
Throws a card at you.
Whoa.
That fucking hurt!
Emma's damageless run has been ended.
It's impossible
Should've
for
buried
David
it.
Asher's talk screen to be clean, and we all know it. Since he was on camera drinking alcohol the night that he died.
Did that come through?
No.
No.
Oh, we got a little bit of it.
That makes sense.
And that scared you?
Yes.
The witness merely misspoke, Your Honor. Don't do that again. That fucking hurt. As it plainly states on the tox report itself, Dr. Asher did have alcohol in his blood. But not at such a concentration as to be lethal.
Yeah, my bad. when I said the talk screen was clean, I just meant it didn't tell the attending physicians anything they didn't already know.
Overall, a little more nitpicky than I'd like to be. But at least I was able to balance the momentum, more or less.
Shall we continue, Dr. Sato? If the tox screens were negative for pharmaceuticals and drugs, what caused Dr. Asher's respiratory failure?
During my autopsy, I analyzed his blood and was able to isolate a foreign compound. So there was a lethal...
No.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
me. That's okay.
It's the text color is almost the same for our names.
There was a lethal dose of a drug inside his body. It just happened to be a drug that the hospital had never encountered before.
That's correct.
I think we're all going to get tired pretty fast if we don't at least pick a placeholder name for the substance, Your Honor.
The people don't object, Your Honor.
Sorry, 1 second. Willow texted me.
Sorry, I was chatting because someone asked Grok a question. In that case, I'll put all my creative heuristics to work to coming up with an original scientific fitting name for the substance, a name like Omega 3.
I think that exists already.
Don't tell her that.
Name is already taken.
What? What? No. Fine. Call it Delta or whatever.
Delta. Deltarune.
Holy shit.
Used in science to denote an unknown variable.
Deltarune yesterday?
Not bad. Deltarune yesterday.
Deltarune yesterday.
I'm so excited for Chapter 7 to come out sometime next year.
I think you skipped a
It's
few.
all the time.
It's 28.
Oh,
That's funny. That's good. Good joke.
I didn't get it.
Delta has other meanings when it comes to drugs, but yeah, our Delta matches no known public pharmacology or toxicology records. That being said, chemically, it does have all the hallmarks of a general depressant.
I know the feeling.
So it stands to reason that it would exhibit a similar effect on the body when ingested.
Say ingested. Why?
I eliminated all other possibilities during my examination of the body. He must have swallowed it, and judging from his stomach contents, it must have been a liquid.
Ew. Thank you, Dr. Sato. Shall I summarize things for the court? Yeah.
Yes, please. I wasn't paying attention.
The victim died of respiratory failure. And his tox screen showed that his blood was clear of anything that could cause respiratory failure. Except for this unknown substance, the poison we've labeled Delta.
Well, that sounds like a textbook suicide. Should we wrap it up here?
Not quite yet, Your Honor. This may clearly be a poisoning, but there's at least one detail about this case that doesn't feel like a suicide at all. The people shouldn't get ahead of themselves. There's nothing textbook about a supposed suicide that had a witness sitting there watching it happen.
As you say.
Well, now I'm lost. Was this poisoning a suicide or not? We should have been able to figure this out by now.
She's stupid. I like her. It's the case. Then perhaps we
It's
should
because
give
you
the
can
defense-
relate to her.
Hey!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Got him!
80,
Third.
kill this witness. If that's the case, then perhaps we should give the defense the opportunity to cross-examine. Unless they're going to insist on testifying themselves.
How kind of you to offer. Ball's in my court now, so how do I counter? Emma's
Yo, you got
argument
balls in
basically
your
goes
court?
as follows. David ingested the Delta
Counter ball.
knowingly, and the Delta caused his respiratory failure.
Repertory.
Yeah, he died of
Respiratory.
respiratory failure. Thus, David committed suicide. With my cross-examination, I need to put a microscope over the weakest part of that argument, and hope to and hope that some cracks will appear under pressure. Dr. Sato, you said that the subject had to have ingested the Delta orally. But how sure can we actually be about that?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could go into detail about all the cavities that I checked, but
I would like if you did.
Can't believe George didn't do the "Are you sure?"
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
But how sure can we be that the subject ingested the Delta knowingly?
Are you sure?
we can't be pretty sure of that.
Oh, that would have been a better time to pop it.
Certainly not just from an autopsy.
You said it must have been a liquid, yes? Would it have been a large amount?
Depends on the concentration of the delivery solution. It could have just been a drop.
The kind of thing that could easily go unnoticed, yes?
Calls for speculation, Your Honor?
Withdrawn.
Oh man, I wanted to jump on her case.
Dr. Sato, you were only able to even identify the presence of this Delta after hours of work. Can you really be sure that this never-before-seen chemical can cause respiratory failure?
Well, I have had time to run simulations, and they do give every indication that this would act as a depressant.
Are you sure?
In just enough of any depressant, and respiratory failure would occur.
You ran simulations. So you haven't tested Delta on an actual person?
Well, yeah,
I
fucking
don't
kills
think they're
people.
allowed to do that. Are they?
That would be very difficult to do given our extremely limited sample. Not to mention highly unethical.
Of course. But without such a test, you don't actually know for sure that Delta can cause any of the symptoms you've described.
Was there a question in that statement, Counselor?
You don't actually know for sure, do you?
Or, to summarize,
Are
No,
you sure?
not yet anyway.
Seems like that's... blackjack.
thought you were playing poker.
Well, I was counting up to 21 with the questions.
Ah.
You're counting up to 9 plus 10?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Sato. We all appreciate it. But it
House
does...
rule when we're playing blackjack. If you have a 9 and a 10, it's an automatic win.
Yeah. But it does seem like we're still in the dark about many details regarding Dr. Asher's death, wouldn't you say?
Well, poisoning via the compound we're calling Delta is still the most likely explanation.
So there are other explanations for what happened?
Defense is calling for speculation, Your Honor.
It's not speculation when a medical examiner is attempting to explain the cause of death, Your Honor.
The witness will answer the question.
Well, respiratory failure can be caused by illnesses. If he had undiagnosed pneumonia or some other disease, and his respiratory system was weakened,
Undiagnosed pneumonia? With his level of healthcare? He's rich as hell.
it is technically possible.
I'll take it. I have no more questions for this witness. That felt weak, but I can't be picky when I'm stalling for time.
You're stalling.
Seeding doubt wherever I can, however I can, is just about all I can manage.
Are you sure?
Real.
Detective Reyes, you were one of the leads in investigating this crime scene.
Yes, ma'am.
And did you interview the EMTs who first arrived on the scene?
I did. They responded to an emergency signal from the home's security console located within the kitchen.
And what did they find when they arrived on the scene?
The victim was unconscious on the floor of his parlor. He was receiving CPR from a witness, the individual who had called them. They were both airlifted to Gatesfield Memorial Hospital, and Dr. Asher was declared dead shortly after arriving there.
She's actually handling herself pretty well up on the stand. I half expected her to roll her eyes during the swearing in. When you take into consideration her love for boot heel authority, she might be right at home here in the courtroom, the very seat of the state's power over people.
The witness met with the deceased about half hour before he fell ill, from 7:30 to 8 p.m. The two of them talked for some time and shared a drink. Shortly after, Dr. Asher became distracted, lightheaded, and eventually non-responsive.
And during the same time period, drinking the same liquor, this witness exhibited no symptoms themselves?
None. Through a collaborative effort with Noble Electronics Security Division, we searched the entire building. But we found nothing unusual in any of the food or drinks on the premises, including the bottle that the witness and the deceased drank from.
So, what was your ultimate conclusion after investigating the scene?
The whiskey bottle was clean, the witness's drink was clean. Only person who got sick was Dr. Asher, drinking from a cup that he had prepared. So it was our determination that David Asher committed suicide by poisoning himself.
Pretty tight-lipped up there, but I think she slipped up at least once. The police want to claim that they've eliminated every other possibility and covered every angle. But I know that there are a number of blind spots that they're not willing to admit to. No, I didn't click in time.
Lost your train of thought? You took too long to decide. Hee hee. Let me find it for you.
No, my chips.
The
Lawyer,
damage
how
was
far?
done.
Money.
Back on track?
Definitely, Your Honor. Run it back.
Broke ass bitch.
What the hell? It's this one.
Oh.
You can't make that claim. Not when the evidence record clearly shows that tests of Dr. Asher's cup were inconclusive. The police can't claim he drank from a poisoned cup without first proving that his cup was, in fact, poisoned.
I genuinely thought that card was going to go flying straight into Reyes's face. That would have been funny.
You're talking a lot of sense, lady. Maybe you're not actually a broke ass bitch. Does it resolve, or do you have a response, D.A. Rockford?
Does it resolve? Are y'all playing Magic?
Testing on the deceased cup has been inconclusive so far, Your Honor. I don't dispute that. Though I'd be surprised if the defense has any idea how else the poison could have possibly been delivered to Dr. Asher alone.
Not at this time, but that's the funny thing about the burden of proof. It's not on the defense.
As we're all aware.
Oh, she's
It's a silly
gaming.
face.
Is she playing games on her phone?
Is that a Switch? What the fuck is she
Sorry,
playing?
I was trying to teach myself magic. I did not know it existed before now. Deleting all legal database to make room for magic.
Whoa.
Now, if the
But you're
people are done
playing on your
bemoaning
phone?
that
Megabytes.
pesky innocent until proven guilty issue, perhaps I could begin my cross-examination?
Fire away, baby!
Let it ride.
Fire away.
Baby. It's
I meant
Ghost Trick
fire
all
away,
over
baby.
again. Reyes' testimony is meant to show that David's the only one who could have poisoned himself. She'll be on guard and hard set against helping me, but if I keep her focused on eliminating other possibilities, I could get her to make my point for me before she even realized what's happened.
Yeah, she's stupid.
The only people the only people you saw on the cameras that night were Dr. Asher and this witness, correct?
Yeah, there was no footage in the house of anyone else.
Are there any parts of the house that aren't recorded by camera?
Sure. I mean, there are a number of rooms in the home's interior that don't have cameras in them.
So it's possible that there were other people there that night because cameras weren't watching every room.
No, that's not possible. The only way up to the penthouse is through the building's elevator or the fire escape stairs, both of which are on camera. And that still wouldn't get you past his front door, which is also on camera. No one besides the two of them was there that day. Glances over at Sarah.
Detective, we've been doing a lot of assuming and reasoning in quick succession, so I'll ask this plainly for the court. Is there any photographic evidence showing David Asher adding anything to his drink that night?
No. Seems he had already poured for both of them by the time he returned to the parlor.
He had already poured. In that case, the next questions need to be when and what.
Detective Reyes, when and what?
What?
Detective
What?
Reyes, during the course of your investigation, did you find any samples of Delta in the kitchen or parlor?
No.
That was a fast answer.
Well, it was a pretty easy question. If we had found poison at the scene of the crime, that'd be pretty important, don't you think?
What
are you,
about in his
stupid?
lab? His bedroom? His basement?
No, no, and no. We didn't find Delta or any other unusual substance in any part of his penthouse.
Right. They never found any poison. No poison at all.
The poison for Cusco.
The poison chosen specifically for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
At any point in the
That poison?
investigation, was poison found on the body of the deceased?
No?
He must have been searched. Did he have any capsules or vials, eyedroppers?
Didn't even have his wallet on him. Why?
Thank you for enlightening the
Smug his
court
wallet.
about this point, Detective.
The murderer stole his wallet.
No.
What point?
Well, I think it's strange, don't you, Detective? I mean,
Life is...
how could he have possibly poisoned himself without first procuring some poison? Blackjack.
like the guy from Day Shift. What do you mean procure?
First,
Hey.
you've got Minecraft Steve.
Where did it come from,
Yeah,
Detective? The poison that you're so sure was dissolved in his drink?
Oh,
Can't
sorry,
have
I
come
just
from
didn't know
thin
we
air,
had
you
it.
understand? It had to have been in another container at some point.
Whatever it was in before, it probably evaporated.
All of it? It only took a small droplet to kill.
Your Honor, are you going to ask them to keep it civil?
In a minute, sure.
Cut to AD with a big old bucket of popcorn.
There wasn't any
Nuts and bolts.
There wasn't any pill bottle in his bathroom or syringe in his pocket containing this apparently deadly substance. So how did he get it? Where did he keep it in? The police want to claim that Dr. Asher committed suicide because they've established that his guest never had an opportunity to kill him. But they failed to prove that the victim had the means to kill himself.
Then I guess I'll be the one to move things along. The Delta didn't come out of thin air, Counselor. And it didn't come from a syringe either. Dr. Asher was able to drip the poison right into his cup. Straight from the source.
Are you sure?
Shit, that's way too specific to be a bluff.
Allow me to submit into evidence Exhibit G,
Oh, they are sure.
a piece of machinery found in Dr. Asher's laboratory. Sold under the product name Nanofacturer.
He was trying to become a Senator Armstrong.
No.
Nanomachines.
I know this one. It's used in delicate scientific work to produce nanomachines, chemical compounds, and polymers.
That's
What are
the
you
same
picking your
machine I
nose
saw.
for?
Let her be.
She's silly.
I
That's
stuck
the,
something up there so I could pick it out later.
that's the same
Yeah,
machine I
nasty.
saw when
Androids
Dawes gave
get
me a tour of the
robot
production
soldiers?
floor.
Very good, Your Honor. It's a valuable tool in any scientific laboratory, and Dr. Asher was well acquainted with its use. As a matter of fact, he had a number of presets coded into it.
Even the android can see where this is going.
With just a few taps, he could reproduce any number of specific substances for his research. Or any other chemical his heart desired, really.
Check the thing's processing history.
You think Randock Mechanics would allow their product to be used to produce illicit chemicals?
Using the manufacturer to make unlicensed drugs does go against their terms and conditions. Dr. Asher's warranty is certainly null and void. But they can't hard-code their machines to prevent the production of a drug that hasn't been invented yet.
That's...
Dr. Asher died when his respiratory system failed because of a depressant overdose. For him, it would have been peaceful, like falling asleep. You see, he didn't need to commission a synthetic drug from some street vendor or order an exotic poison from overseas. He could produce Delta at any time in the comfort of his own home. Damn, I need one of those. A quick and painless death, readily available in under a minute at the touch of a button. Specifically, preset number 19.
Damn. I thought I actually had something for a moment there, but I was playing into Emma's hand the entire time.
Present number $19 Fortnite card.
No.
That's depressant.
It seems like we're
No,
done
that
with
was
this
just
witness,
David.
Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. But before we move on, perhaps we should take a moment and put together a timeline of events as we know them. Not for me, of course, just in case someone else might need it. I was totally paying attention the whole time.
Simple enough.
I think you mean simple enough.
Shrimple enough. We know that Dr. Asher left the parlor and went down to the basement at 7:36 p.m. That's where he got the whiskey. And the cups they drank from. The cameras show him returning to the parlor to drink with the witness at 7:40 p.m. And of course, we know that he fell ill and passed away shortly thereafter. Any objections so far, Counselor?
Seems to me like you might have gotten ahead of yourself.
No. Really? How so?
Oh, wait.
Are you
No,
sure?
I am wrong. I breezed
You
too early.
stupid.
No, I'm not.
Right. As I was saying,
Practically throwing those chips away.
No.
with this latest piece of evidence, we now know that Asher could have easily dispensed the poison directly into his cup. By placing it inside the manufacturer, activating the preset, and simply waiting 2 minutes. Easily accomplished during the 4 minutes he spent off camera from 7:36 to 7:40. Wouldn't you say?
A complete timeline of events. He had the means, he had the only opportunity. Seems like we're about ready to wrap up here, no?
Where are we on that loading bar of yours, Sarah?
I don't know. I
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Well, Counselor? Are we done here?
No!
Feels like we're missing at
Throwing
least
chips
one
at her.
biggie here, folks.
Emma's getting hit with so many cards and chips.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Namely,
So many
motive.
bruises.
Ooh, right. I knew that. I wasn't getting excited to finish early or anything. I totally didn't want to go and learn more about Magic the Gathering.
This is a preliminary hearing, Counselor. Our focus should be on the evidence, so...
This feels like an awful waste of taxpayer dollars to get us all down here for the debate and not get to the truth of the matter, you know?
Are you sure?
So... I was hoping we wouldn't have to go through this next part.
What are you talking about?
Your Honor, if it pleases the court...
The court is pleased.
Ooh, new evidence? Gimme. I'm hungry.
No.
This is a recording of a phone conversation dated at 6:30 p.m. last night
Damn,
between
AI
the deceased
taking
and a
Phoenix
man he
Wright's
was in a
job.
relationship with. He's gay as hell.
The one job we thought couldn't be taken.
No.
A man named Isaac Porter.
Porter and David's breakup call? If anyone wants to present it here and now, then the content must be relevance, Your Honor?
Yeah, that. What bearing does this recording have on the case at hand?
It establishes what emotional state the deceased was in on the day he died.
Cool. Begin playback.
Hello?
Always so soft-spoken.
Oh, he's so hot.
Isaac, you there?
I don't remember who he
Yeah.
was. Okay.
That was
I think it was George.
that was me, right?
George.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm here.
What's wrong?
Don't know. Guess I wasn't expecting you to pick up.
Why not? Did you mean to call me?
Yeah, I did. You gonna ask me how I've been?
Yeah. How have you been?
Christ, David.
What's the matter?
Oh, Pookie. I never noticed that.
Whatever it is, whatever I did, I'm sorry.
Whatever you did? That's alright, man. I'm sure you are sorry. I just don't want any more apologies from you.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Turkey.
Sargi accident.
I don't think I want anything from you anymore, David.
What do you mean?
I shouldn't have done this. This was unnecessary. My bad, man, for not taking the hints. With you, it's always better left unsaid, right? More efficient that way, so you can keep working.
Isaac, if I've been distant with you or...
Nah, you haven't been distant with me, or cold with me, or anything with me for a while now.
Isaac,
Just forget it, man. Forget I called. Forget it all, yeah? Let's just forget we were anything but strangers. That's all we are now, anyway.
Isaac, Recently I've been distracted, I know.
Nah, don't worry about it. Really. We're good.
Oh. Okay. So do you need anything, or should I...
Where did you even get this?
All of Dr. Asher's incoming and outgoing phone calls were recorded by the building's penumbra system. Dumbass. And the recording continued for
stupid.
several seconds after each call was ended. Quality assurance.
I was expecting something more juicy. What the fuck was that?
Remind me to check the terms and conditions on my next phone bill.
Shall we hear the rest?
Gotta be the last time. The last time I let someone... Last time.
Father.
It might just be a call, but it makes for pretty damning evidence at this point in the discussion.
Yeah.
Emma's got her means, opportunity, and motive all lined up. So why is she looking at me like that?
That's the way she's always looking at you.
What is wrong
That
with you?
wasn't juicy at all. That was depressing. Can we finish up without watching anything else that horrible?
Emma's never been apologetic in victory. So does that mean this is just... Kitty?
Less than 2 hours before Dr. Asher died, Isaac Porter ended their relationship. Over the phone. The court can make a reasonable assumption about what kind of mental state Dr. Asher was in last night.
That was a bad move, Miss Rockford.
Then, if the people have nothing further to add,
I've been feeling off my game all day, caught between corporate inbreeders and ant-brain protesters, and pitying me here and now? That's all it takes to get my blood properly boiling.
it's about time for...
Me to call my first witness, no?
You want to keep going after that?
What are you doing, counselor? Are you stupid or something?
Just calling the ultimate silver bullet, rock solid, slam dunk witness a girl can ask for.
Didn't say anything because I was muted. Someone else want to take the character? I had all the witnesses, I'm realizing.
Hmm.
I think you're allowed.
For Jess, all right. Someone else want to take who was the next one again? The blue hair pronouns?
I'm thinking.
That Jung?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Zhang. Someone else want to take Zhang, and I'll take Jess then, or how's it want to go?
We can do that. We'll figure it out when we
Okay.
get there.
Sounds good. Is hair good? Does it matter where I put my hands?
Miss Starling, thank you for coming here today.
Of course, whatever I can do.
What is your relation to the deceased?
I was his executive assistant at Noble Electronics. I would arrange his meetings, coordinate communications between him and other departments, that sort of thing.
Ultimate silver bullet.
Starling's the only play I have right now. The only stalling tool I have left. For now, I should just focus on getting as much information from her as possible. Whether or not it's useful, it'll at least buy me some time. While Jess was being sworn in, Sarah mentioned that the hard drive's about 60% decrypted. Considering the rate Sarah's gone at so far, there's maybe another hour left. I might be able to stall that long if I talk real slow. I'd like to ask you a few questions about Dr. Asher.
We got hold
Morgan,
of
are
that.
you stalling?
What was that?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't think humans could glitch like that.
Please answer them to the best of your ability.
Morgan, did you take the Delta?
The what?
No, she's taking the rune.
Right.
Dr. Asher was a well-known public figure, but was he well-regarded professionally?
Of course. Dr. Asher's work set the bar for the entire automated dependent world.
Stay focused, Spearmint. You say you coordinated his communications. Were there ever threats? Did people ever express an intent to harm him?
Objection. Calls for speculation.
Intent?
I'm feeling like that's gonna be, sustained.
Did anyone ever threaten him?
There were times where he was the focus of negative attention.
How so?
Dr. Asher was a favorite subject of many conspiracy theorists. With all his contributions to the field, it was easy for him to make claims about his influence. They'd say his work was plagiarized or that he was hiding illegal subcommands in the technology he helped develop.
And people would contact him about these conspiracy theories?
Oh, relevance?
Whether or not people wanted to kill him?
Well,
Withdrawn.
Miss Starling?
People would attempt to contact him, yeah. But their messages are always too vague for police to take action on. Stuff like, can you date me? Or like, I don't know. They would say he belonged in jail or that he couldn't avoid the truth. Or that someone should do something to shut him up.
Or people messaging him saying he was a he/him MILF.
Yeah.
What? Who
Oh,
would do
Probably
love
a
those
lot of
people.
those.
Did they ever talk about hurting him?
Yes. But I always turn those messages straight over to the police.
Yeah, I'm seeing that on the record. Yeesh! Who writes this stuff?
My dogs were barking. All those cases have long since been resolved, Your Honor. And none of the parties involved have had contact with David Asher in years. The police take harassment very seriously. Something you want to add, Counselor?
Just clearing my throat. May I continue? You worked with Dr. Asher for many years. Did you have a relationship outside of work? Did you ever talk about anything besides professional concerns?
Sure, we've gone out to dinner, met on the weekends. I think he'd like to pick my brain since he needed relationship advice a lot.
You pegged him.
Even if he didn't realize that's what he was asking for. I like to think that he knew he could talk to me, but...
Did he ever talk to you, or to your knowledge anyone else, about hurting himself?
God, no, never.
Do you know of any history he might have had with mental illness, depression, anxiety?
No.
So when you heard the people argue that Dr. Asher had done this to himself...
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it.
You're saying that you can't believe...
Objection.
On what grounds?
Asked and answered. Stalling. And also... Whew, full of documents that would be of interest to the court in this matter.
Juicy! And what matter specifically are you referring to?
The deceased's mental health history.
I wouldn't be speaking up if you didn't have something real. So what the hell is this about?
We have private correspondences that describe.
If they're private, then they should not have been obtained by the people without his permission.
He can't give permission if he's already dead, and we're well within our rights to obtain evidence as it pertains to his crime.
Damn. Didn't honestly expect to stop her from admitting her evidence into the record. I was hoping to at least slow her. Where are you on that footage?
77%. Approximately.
Need to buy whatever time I can, however I can. Even if that means running out the clock as a punching bag.
I hear messages between Dr. Asher and a psychiatrist he was meeting with and speaking to for the past year. Along with paperwork detailing how his treatment was covered under his Platinum plan.
Platinum?
I don't intend to air out all of Dr. Asher's secrets here in the court.
Why not? Do it. Please?
I'll tell you
I
later.
want the juicy deets.
Coward, no balls.
Howard, no balls. No balls in
I'm
your
a
court,
woman.
just
I don't have balls.
Yet.
Then why did Morgan say she has balls in her court?
Anyway, I'm prepared to read excerpts from
messages.
I'm prepared to read excerpts from messages and transcripts from phone calls.
Then whose ball is in the court?
Which, when put together, paint a clear picture of the kind of stress David Asher was experiencing. And the dark thoughts he was struggling with.
Transcripts of his phone calls?
I'll admit them into evidence, assuming there are no objections.
I'll gladly object. On the grounds of foundation. Where did you say you got this?
It was retrieved from his digital records. There's no reason to doubt its authenticity.
Even if I were to point out that David had an executive level 4 plan, not a platinum plan?
Oh.
Really?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all there in the record.
This is easily explained. David had an executive plan that Noble managed for him. And he was also seeing this psychiatrist, both in person and over the phone. Your own witness has attested that he dealt with stalkers and was worried for his privacy. So it's easy enough to reason that he had a separate insurance policy he paid for on his own. Even if only to keep one thing out of Noble's grasp.
Sure, easy enough to make that assumption, but that doesn't make it correct. David used a separate insurance to hide the psychiatrist from Noble spying? No, he was smarter than that. David may very well have wanted a private psychiatrist, someone who didn't work for Noble, who'd have his best interests at heart. But if so, he wouldn't have contacted them over the phone. Not when he knew all his phone calls were being recorded.
That's...
Dr. Asher was well versed in having every aspect of his life overanalyzed by data-hungry parasites. Do you really think he would try and hide mental health problems from them with a second insurance policy?
Apparently, yes, since I'm standing here with evidence that shows exactly that.
Does it, though?
Pardon me?
Yeah, like, what exactly are you suggesting, counselor?
Still not done decrypting?
Well, it's difficult to...
Right. What the hell? Might as well swing for the fences at this point. I'm not trying to muddle the issue or confuse the court, Your Honor. And I would never make outlandish, unsubstantiated claims just for the sake of causing drama.
What are you?
I'm merely concerned that D.A. Rockford has been an unwitting pawn in an act of corporate espionage. Oh, she's gaming.
Ooh, that's really interesting. The Pokemon game that I'm playing right now. No, you just.
Oh shit, what game?
It's Pokemon Plus and Minus. They ran out of good ideas.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
I can Pokemon Plus and Minus.
If the markets were open to If the markets were to open Monday with people believing that David Asher, the man who programmed the brain of every noble android, was battling mental health issues for the last several months?
Objection! Mischaracterization? Foundation? All the rest? There are no corporate spies in this courtroom, counselor, and there are no boogeymen hiding under the bench.
Can you prove that?
Oh, thank God. I was really worried about that.
David Asher was a once-in-a-generation intellect and an extremely valuable human asset to his employers. And his employers' many enemies would do whatever it takes to destroy his credibility now that he can't defend himself.
And he was also your personal... You shouldn't even be here arguing this case in the first place, counselor. Now you're trying to call the police as evidence, gathering into the question? I misunderstood the punctuation on that. All because you can't admit that for the past several months, your friend has been seeing a psychiatrist every Monday and you didn't know?
That is...
Sorry, but like, can I go now? Do you still need me up here?
The witness will refrain from interrupting when girls are fighting.
Hell
Presidential
yeah.
alert! The girls are fighting!
The girls are fighting!
Yes, ma'am.
With how my luck's been so far, Sarah's progress bar is probably moving backwards right about now. Emma's patience is wearing thin. This could be my last shot to create any kind of reasonable doubt. I'd be happy to wrap up my questioning if the court will allow.
That seems cool with me.
And my evidence, Your Honor? Will it be entered into the record?
Only
No.
if it's sick as fuck.
I'd like to hear a bit more testimony before deciding. Besides, insurance details aren't all that juicy, so no.
Oh, that's fine, Your Honor. As you were, counselor.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it's at, I could probably only ask one more question. Better make it count. So what can Sterling tell us that no one else could? If she hadn't called me this morning, I wouldn't be standing here. And she only did that because... Miss Starling, we're all gathered here today to try and figure out what happened to Dr. Asher last night. So please tell us, when exactly did he last...
Your chips are at stake.
They are.
Steak.
When was the last time you had
Steak.
contact with
Hell
Dr.
yeah.
Asher, Miss Starling?
Well, that's pretty easy to figure out. Let me just... Yeah, it was last night at 6:57 p.m. We texted back and forth.
Give me like 1 minute. My dog is barking like crazy.
Which ones?
She should have barked back at them
Honestly.
Real...
and maybe record it
While we're waiting,
and send it to no
everyone
one in
hydrate.
particular.
Everyone drink your
You
water.
got it, Buster.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hydrated just for you.
I'm so proud of you. And while we're
All
waiting, I
right,
can
he may
fidget.
start barking again any second, but I could
Okay.
read the line now.
No more fidgeting.
Bark back at them.
Bark, bark. There are records of some texts, but they're flagged as work-related. Does the court really think they're relevant, Your Honor?
Relevant. It could very well be the single most important piece of evidence in this whole trial.
Oh.
I just got chills. Didn't even know I could get those. Kind of crazy. Don't know why.
Must be a coolant leak. Doesn't know what they're talking
that's
about.
kind of offensive.
In my
What
car a
the
month or
fuck,
so ago.
man? What the
I'm
fuck?
racist.
What?
Whoa!
On the contrary, these texts are a vital piece of evidence that changed the timeline of events as we know them. We know what happened to David last night, generally speaking, but the order of events is critical, especially if Emma wants to make claims about David's state of mind. Yes, that's it. Thanks to Miss Starling, we've now got a much clearer picture of the night's events. We know that Isaac Porter and David Asher broke up at 6:30 p.m.
And I was rooting for them so hard.
We know that David messaged his assistant, Miss Starling, at 6:57 p.m. David is on camera with the witness from 7:30 to 8 p.m., and he was declared dead not long after.
This music box.
1 minute, sorry.
True. I'm so excited for the new music in chapter
Emma's
2,
in the dog
in
dimension.
episode 2. Damn.
Somebody take me to the dog dimension.
Fug it. Orca dimension.
Not what I said, but I'll be fine.
I'm sending the GIF while we're waiting.
Orcas are a type of dog if you think about it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially
I'll go to the orca dimension.
dog I'm about to send. Oh, someone posted the rat. Thank you.
The golden
That
ratio
was like
rat.
30 years
Yeah.
ago.
I don't
Yeah.
have Discord open.
Fair enough.
That's a you problem.
Wait, how are you talking us to him?
I'm
Wow.
not. I can't find the
People
orca
can object
dimension
to that
GIF.
timeline of events.
Okay, back to
We're all
OBS,
figments
back
of your
to the video
imagination.
game.
Figments. But we do question Counselor Morgan's reason for belaboring it.
One last question, Miss Starling.
Yeah?
What was the nature of your conversation with Dr. Asher?
Well, actually, we talked about you.
Chat,
that's me.
Oh,
Kungaga?
And how he wanted you to have his android. That android there. Putting his affairs in order, I guess.
He was having an affair?
Yeah.
It
What
might
the
appear
hell?
that way.
But I thought they had already broken up at that point.
oh.
Can you specify what his instructions were exactly? How did he want this done?
Well, he wanted me to bring you to his penthouse and help you get set up as the android's new owner.
Yes, Miss Starling, but when did he want this to happen?
Well, he said it was pretty urgent, and so I should do it the first thing Tuesday morning.
Tuesday?
First thing Tuesday morning.
Got the club going up on a two-a-day?
David Asher didn't like doing anything on Mondays. He's just like Garfield. And was he going to be in attendance?
Well, actually, yes. He said he would work from home to help us. No way he intended for us to have that much trouble getting to... Oh.
To summarize then, half an hour after he had already had his breakup and half an hour before his guests had arrived, he was planning an appointment that would require his presence with you for next Tuesday.
That's right, he was.
Not something you would think to do if you were planning on dying that very night.
Yeah, you're right.
That's...
Your Honor, if David Asher was preparing for the week ahead a mere hour before he passed away, don't you think the people's assumptions about his mental state ought to be re-examined?
That's...
Your logic is sound. Do the people have a rebuttal?
If the court will just allow a moment.
Sounds like an opening to me. We assume that Dr. Asher was not suicidal and therefore did not kill himself. We must then ask ourselves who else had the means, motive, and opportunity to take his life.
Are you sure?
Until now, we've taken for granted this idea that the Delta must have come from his manufacturer, from inside the house.
I think Omni-Man is just in the
Not right
courtroom
now.
at this point.
But even if that's true, which it may not be, that doesn't mean that he was the one who used the manufacturer.
Adonai.
Would you allow me one moment to confer, Your Honor?
Sure, why not throw away your momentum?
I'm in the middle of something, Sarah. Can't afford to let Rockford...
I have gained access to the hard drive's files.
What? Seriously?
As I said, progress with this type of encryption is exponential. It can be difficult to estimate.
Right, okay. Do you have the footage from last night?
I have the file.
Have you watched it?
I thought you'd want to know right away.
Suppose it doesn't matter. This has our silver bullet and we've got a case, or it doesn't and everything falls apart.
That seems quite risky.
It's the least risky path to victory we have, seeing how it's the only path to victory we have. Screw it. Upload it to the court computer.
Yes, Adonai.
Thank you for your patience, Your Honor.
The snoozer.
She's sleepy. Your Honor.
I'm awake, totally wasn't sleeping because of the 10 seconds it took for them to have that conversation. And I'm getting a pretty hefty chunk of video data for breakfast.
Gross.
I mean, I didn't sleep. What? It's lunch. So,
You're submitting security footage into evidence? New security footage?
The police corroborated the witness's testimony using the house's cameras. Security cameras installed by Noble as part of the Penumbra system that showed the parlor, the kitchen, but not the basement. During the course of my investigation, I uncovered a hidden security circuit buried in the deceased's own home system.
You... what?
The people say that Delta must have been in Dr. Asher's cup because there's no other way for him to have ingested it. But we never saw him or anyone else put anything in his cup on camera.
Because he must have poisoned his own drink off camera.
Exactly.
What?
That's the only possible explanation, that he added the Delta to his drink off camera. He placed his cup inside the manufacturer, activated it, and waited 2 minutes, and then walked upstairs to his death. I'm about to present to the court footage retrieved from his basement. Footage that will show that by the time he had retrieved the cups in the basement, it was already past 7:38, meaning he didn't have the opportunity to poison himself.
one clip of footage will prove all that?
If it doesn't, I'm completely screwed. But it's not like I can lose a preliminary hearing extra hard. Anything other than a royal flush here means I'm bust. So better to be the Joker who dances.
Pat, are we
Would be a
winning
dancing
extra
Joker.
hard or losing extra hard? Either way, we're
You
extra
sure
hard.
are a Joker. The data has been entered into the court record.
Extra hard Joker.
Sarah, show us when
Extra
Dr.
hard
Asher
Joker.
entered the basement.
Yes, Adonai. I'll search for it now. Here.
On screen. That's the bar, and the timestamp is 7:36. There, David's grabbing the bottle of Rose River and leaving.
At 7:37. Just under the wire, as it were.
Is that it then? Came this far just to... Wait. Did he have the cups with him?
Is there sound?
None at all.
Keep going. If he had to go back to get the cups...
Counselor. Android doing on camera? Did she fucking kill him?
Oh no!
It's at the bar.
I...
The android gave him the cups.
Shit. Shit.
That machine never stepped on camera upstairs. Not once. We don't know its whereabouts the day of his death. It could have poisoned the cup whenever it wanted.
Shit. Shit.
What is this? I don't understand.
Your Honor, have the courtroom cleared.
Understood.
Please, someone. I don't know what's going on.
Sarah, you need to shut down.
Please tell me what I'm looking at. I don't remember any of this.
Do we have callers available?
Sarah, shut down
Damn,
now.
kinky.
I don't know. Please. Tell me what
That's an order. Ugh.
Who let that
Zonked
murder
out.
droid go to sleep? Is it off? What?
Yeah, it's off. I've seen this before. It won't do anything until I reactivate it.
We don't know that. We don't know anything about this thing anymore.
That's...
Your Honor, in light of this most recent evidence, the people would like to withdraw their charges against Dr. Asher and end this preliminary hearing. It has been made abundantly clear that David Asher did not commit suicide.
Very well, the charges are withdrawn and the defendant is free to go. Well, as free as he can be, he's free to go to the grave.
Damn.
This case is dismissed. Congratulations, Counselor Morgan.
Yay. Chalk up another victory for Morgan Esquire. Now all I have to do is deal with the shitstorm of the decade.
Damn.
8:47 p.m. July 1st, 2086.
Hey, at least you and Sarah have something in common now.
Well, I managed to prove that David didn't kill himself. And in the process, I proved that his android did. Proved that the android that's been walking around with me all day is capable of murder. Killer robot. A true unbound AI with military-grade specs and at least one death to its name already. So much for avoiding the public eye.
Thank you for coming here on such short notice, Judge Barrows.
Who wants a new character? Who's spoken the least this session? Play Logan?
Probably. I think either Logan or
George.
Jolene, maybe. Sarah hasn't had too many lines yet.
She did at the beginning.
It's definitely either Logan or Jolene, since Typha and I have had all the witnesses.
Jolene, do you want it?
Mm.
I did a witness.
Oh yeah,
I guess
right.
I'll take it.
Go for it.
He's old.
Holy shit.
He's old.
I can't do that. I can't keep that up.
We'll envision it.
As if I'm doing some kind of favor, I didn't realize I had any choice in the matter. I don't know why this is the voice.
It's great.
This is some bad
That's a good
joke,
voice.
isn't it, Miss Rockford?
There's a smiley face on her chest.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm afraid
Okay.
not, Your Honor.
So happy.
How joyous.
How joyous.
You know, I like the adjectives. I always have.
Yippee!
They deal with the criminal trials so that bookish, quiet, contemplative people like me can spend all day typing up arguments for obscure legal Yep.
Treats.
That's what okay, I'm not reading that, I guess.
No.
Her name's Melissa? I don't fucking remember anything about this bitch. Well, my date of birth was November 26th, 2000.
Ew.
I'm 86 years old. That's probably not true, but
It could be.
I'm 169 centimeters. That's a funny number.
True.
Nice.
Back in my day, the numbers used to be funny. My blood type. I got an A+ on my blood type test. I am the superior judge of the higher circuit, whatever the fuck that means. I like air conditioning, espresso, and reclining chairs. I fucking hate parking lots. And noise pollution and mud. Had a lot of mud experience in my life, and I fucking hate that shit.
She's so real for that, though.
I avoid overspending on restaurants, and I splurge on expensive hotels. And I relax by watching action movies. That's all they make in 2086.
Tom Cruise is still the main star of them.
Wow. He's
That's
so
what
old
I-
now.
They've pumped him full of Delta.
No.
Coming down here and dealing with all this heavy-handedness.
Won't someone toiling away under the police state think of the poor bureaucrats?
And I certainly don't like making rulings on anything as spicy as AI.
She can barely
What the
bring
fuck
herself
did
to
you
say
just
it.
call me?
And you, Counselor Morgan, you're the one it's registered to.
That's correct, Your Honor.
So what did it do exactly? Torture an animal, shut down a hospital, crash a coin market.
We have it on camera poisoning a man. Killing its creator.
What the fuck? You mean Dr. Asher? Asher? That didn't... Yeah. That is... We can't hope to keep it this quiet for very long. All we can do is try to wrap it up quickly. Let's make case, Adjutant. You have the case number.
Case ID is 241277, a docket number YT9843188282.
Oh. Can you repeat that?
No.
Oh. I think I lost you after the first 8.
There were many of them.
That not... I have it copied here.
And what are the security procedures for an incident of this nature?
Data quarantine is to be established around any networks the subject was exposed to for more than 66 seconds. All offending hardware is to be destroyed immediately through incineration at a minimum temperature of 3422 Celsius for 30 minutes.
Sorry, Spearmint. There's nothing to be done. No debate to be had. This isn't even a decision. Sorry, Sarah, not Spearmint. David gave you that name. I should at least make the effort to use it.
That sounds very hot. And temperature-wise, too. Do we have furnaces that hot?
Of course, there are a number of industrial furnaces within the city limits that I could recommend.
Sorry? Why should I be sorry anyway? I fulfilled the request. Favor repaid. I don't know Sarah anything, especially not if it killed my friend.
Right, Morgan.
I'm sorry?
I was just saying how grateful I am that we have the procedures for this kind of thing laid out already.
Yep, keeps things nice and simple.
It can feel somewhat severe going through these steps so quickly, but...
But nothing, Your Honor. Artificial intelligence is perhaps the greatest threat to human civilization and the sanctity of life there's ever been. Any piece of software, big or small, no matter the vessel, if it can violate the tenets it was programmed with, it has the potential to cripple our nation in a matter of moments.
Yes, couldn't have said it better myself.
From the textbook, almost.
Well, I mean it. Monsters like that don't belong in this world. They should never have been born in the first place. Destroying them is a kindness. And if anyone's to blame, it's...
No one's blaming you, Counselor. You couldn't have known you were in possession of an AI.
I'm talking too much.
What?
Probably just tired. It's been a long day, and I've got a lot of thoughts.
Is she implying she didn't know Sarah was an AI?
AI is different from like a normal adjutant in this.
Yeah, I think they're applying AI in the same way that like being actually cognizant would mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And AI like doesn't have like those rules that it can't break. Or it's capable of breaking them, yeah.
I see, thank you.
Sorry, Sarah. Whatever you are, you were just born wrong. Not your fault necessarily.
She was just built different.
She was built worse.
Quite literally.
If it were up to me, he'd get points for trying. Trying to be something more. Trying to be something at all. Or anything other than what you are. It was stupid, of course. And futile. And pointless. Spending hours in front of a TV or laying in bed staring at your phone. Watching stupid movies, trying to paper mache an ill-fitted mask of humanity out of the scraps you could tear out of magazines.
Is that how you spell that?
I guess. Practicing expressions and memorizing lines and trying to get something to take root and grow despite knowing it'd have nothing to feed on. Stupid. You have Bingus calling me.
Whoa.
John Pork is calling.
No.
No.
Freak Bob.
I'm sorry, tiny tangent. I saw a series of videos the other day where this man was just torturing his grandmother with John Pork.
Yeah, the grandma who hates John Pork.
Yeah,
I need to see this after the
That's what you're
stream.
talking about.
Morgan?
What was that, Counselor? I fucking hate John Pork.
That's the grandma, isn't it?
That's
Get
the
Miss
one.
Sparrow's a John Pork bread spread.
I just
gonna
love
be
80
the
in the
type of game where the-
background.
It's just gonna be
Someone
the type of
hung
game
a
where
picture of
like,
John
Morgan-
Pork in Barrow's house.
What did you say,
It's gonna be the
Typha?
type of game with the big reveal that Morgan's also an android.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's just autistic.
I said objection.
Perhaps.
And what are you referring to? Where the court isn't in session anymore.
Are you objecting to John Pork, Morgan?
And what if I am?
Our Lord and Savior? What are you doing, Morgan?
I'm a defense attorney. This is what I do.
I understand you've been through a lot these past few hours, Counselor. But there's nothing to defend.
On the contrary, Your Honor. I have to defend myself.
Pardon.
You say that this android, Sarah, is an AI because it broke its tenets.
Amanda.
Obviously.
And you believe it broke its tenets because of this newly discovered footage that appears to show it committing murder via poison.
All true. And no laws broken on your part.
Here it comes. Never thought I'd be incriminating myself in the courtroom just to make a point. Don't you dare try and entrap me on this. What is it again?
Is it that Sarah's registered to you?
I think so. It's pretty simple, actually. If the state is making the claim that Sarah is an AI, they're accusing me of committing a felony because I'm the legal owner of that android.
The hell are you doing?
If the state wants to charge me with owning an AI, I will not take that lying down. I know my rights.
Counselor, your argument is fucking bullshit.
Self-defeating. Listen to yourself, Counselor. You claim that Sarah is just an android, a product that will be obsolete within a year. But you've only known it for a few hours. You've only owned it for a matter of minutes. And yet here you are, risking a felony charge to save it from being demolished.
Because you're wrong.
And I know you wouldn't care. Not unless this android was something special.
Look at us. Me arguing that I'm guilty and Emma arguing that I'm a softie. It'd be funny if it wasn't so fun. You think there's no reason I'd want to save this android from destruction, other than feelings of personal attachment?
God, they should kiss.
I think they will.
I can think of at least one reason why I don't want you to turn Sarah into slag. One very convincing reason. Or very convincing number.
What are you?
21.
That's it.
It's a 1 followed by 21 zeros.
That number is Sarah's estimated financial value on the collector's market.
You've gotta be.
I got it from an insurance algorithm. I got it from an insurance evaluation algorithm. They're designed to lowball you.
That does seem like a reasonable incentive for you to want to keep your android intact.
It's a free country, Your Honor. I have a right to defend myself. And we have a free market, so I have a responsibility to defend my financial interests.
Your Honor, a trial like this would be...
I'm not going to let you turn this courtroom into an amazing digital circus, Morgan.
No!
You can't spend the next half-decade bringing in expert after expert to testify on the philosophical distinctions between AIs and spiraling into appeal after appeal, all while the media. This machine appears to have willfully killed a man. The public answers now.
Of course, Your Honor.
Killed a he, him, MILF, Your Honor.
Get it right.
I have neither the desire nor the resources to get into a drawn-out battle with the state over what constitutes an illegal machine intellect.
So...
The state says my android, my property, killed a man in violation of its tenets, so they want to take my property and destroy it. I'll prove that my machine didn't harm anyone, so the state will have no reason to suspect it's an AI, and I'll get to keep my property. Unlawful seizure thwarted.
Don't be cute. I feel a stomach ulcer coming on.
I can't be cute. That's Andy's
better
job.
than Grossberg talking. Better than Grossberg talking about his hemorrhoids.
I don't even get me started on those, young man.
No.
Fine. You'll have your day in court, but it'll be one day. Tomorrow. Prove that this machine didn't kill Dr. Asher. No. Prove that it couldn't have killed him. Anything less than absolute proof, and I'll have the damn thing obliterated. And
I want this twink obliterated.
you're actually looking at a very real sentencing for the public unrest you have enabled.
Yes, Your Honor.
D.A. Rockford, what I'm asking of you is just as heavy. Find the truth by the end of tomorrow. We can't settle for anything else. Win or lose, there can be no doubts about the outcome of this case.
Then why the fuck are we doing it tomorrow? Oh, yes, Your Honor.
And now I need to go lay down.
Can I come?
Yeah,
Smooth flirting.
I'm not saying no.
Yee.
Morgan.
Hmm?
I misjudged you.
At what point?
Remember I wrote you off as a small-time defense attorney just trying to tread water?
That is so sweet of you to say, Emma.
There's layers to you. You've got backbone. Teeth, even.
What, really?
Come on.
What a compliment being told.
I was gonna say, yeah, just look at her mouth. You can't see her teeth.
Nope. Retractable like Donkey Kong.
Whoa.
What?
You're gonna make me blush.
Donkey Kong has retractable teeth, yeah.
We'll talk about your kind like you're boxing against the state, fighting the man. But most defense attorneys wouldn't know a cyberpunk if they walked up to them on the street and shot him.
A cyberpunk TM.
Yeah.
Whoa. Meanwhile, you've just signed up to do 15 rounds challenging the state's authority. Why?
Not sure exactly.
For David?
Yeah, probably. Probably just me being sentimental. But if I had to pick a more lofty reason, well, I think it's all the moralizing. People can be evil. They can choose to do evil things for evil reasons. If you want to execute them for that, you'll hear no complaint from me. The animals can't be evil. Information can't be evil. Ideas can't be evil. Guess
Bro,
I'm
hasn't
not
heard about
convinced
the evil and
AI can be
intimidating
evil
horse.
either. No. That doesn't exist in this game because there's Yuri. Whatever else I get up to, I don't want to stand with the book burners of the world.
You're more high-minded than I realized. You sure you're in the right line of work?
Can't see myself doing anything else.
Good luck, Morgan.
Duh.
There are book burners on all sides these days.
Talked big game just now, but I'm in an even deeper hole than I was trying to prove David's innocence. Doubt won't be enough this time. You can find the actual culprit, no matter what. (9:31 a.m. July 2nd, 2086. Precinct 254. Homicide office. Whoop, doing homicide in the office.
Me.
Sarah
Mods,
supposedly.
execute her.
No.
Called yourself out.
Now the mods are doing homicide in the
got her.
office.
What a
She
great
poisoned
interrogation
David.
strategy.
So is that door locked?
Yeah, of course.
Even though they've got it collared?
It's a precaution.
If the collar doesn't work, what good would a deadbolt do?
Maybe it's just wishful thinking. Can't have Schrodinger's cat if the box isn't closed. So, as long as the door's locked, who could say whether there's a national crisis on the other side of it?
Real.
So how scared are they?
Higher ups? Not sure scared is the right word.
It's just the two of us here. You don't have to mind their ego.
Nah, I mean it. I think they're bloodthirsty.
I have a right to defend myself, don't I?
I doubt they're even looking at you, Tiger. It's Noble who'll be at the center of a bloodbath when the markets reopen tomorrow.
You think they're gonna go after Noble? Break their monopoly?
I think they want to take their monopoly.
Wait, where'd you go? I'm scared. Nationalize
Let me be
the
clear.
Android industry? No. Oh, he's back.
If the public thinks Noble's been experimenting with AI, they couldn't ask for a better excuse.
Oh, he's opaque again.
You're joking. The state.
Let me be okay. Let me be opaque. Has done it plenty of times before.
Not since the 60s.
Which wasn't that long ago for me. I'm old. For the state, it's practically yesterday.
So the same state that tells us to be terrified of AIs lurking on the old net or biding their time in forgotten satellites sees all this as nothing more than an opportunity.
Well, they do genuinely want to incinerate the thing as soon as possible. Past experiences just tell me they'll want to gain something while they're at it. Here's what I don't get. Why is this a debate? An argument? A trial? Can't we just hook it up to a court computer, see if it has the tenets or not? Pop the hood, as they say?
Who says that?
Lots of people used to say
Right,
it. Like
he's an
I
old
said,
car.
I'm old.
Well, for starters, they're all scared to death about a contagion.
They figure anything they let an AI connect to, they can't trust. Then why the collar?
Collars are too simple to hack. Just a really strong electromagnet held in place with a lock and key.
Hey, I have one of those.
I believe
Even
that.
so.
What's the
Feels like we
electromagnet
should-
do for you?
Mm,
Who else around
Yeah.
here's got collars?
She's gonna leave that ambiguous. Feels like we should. Feels like we should be able to build some kind of machine, some kind of test, something a little more sophisticated than the same reasoning they had at the witch trials.
Burn them all and let God sort out the rest. You got any polygraphs here at the station?
Lie detectors? Yeah, I got a bunch back in storage. Ocular, heart rate, perspiration, brain scan, take your pick. You're not gonna try and use one of those on a bot, are you?
All those fancy lie detectors lying around, the DA's office never asks for them, do they?
Nope. Nah, we get perps who offer to take the test when they're at wit's end, but the DAs never submit the results as evidence.
You ever wonder why?
Guess I always figured it was because the test could be beaten.
The test can be beaten. 1 out of 100, 9 out of 1,000, it can be done. Some people
Are just... Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
what the hell? Some people are just that good at lying.
Wow. He's reading your mind.
No, get out of there. But it doesn't really matter how good the tech gets or how impressive the statistics are. All that matters is the doubt. People decide whether you're lying or telling the truth long before they hook you up to a polygraph. If the results don't match their initial impression, then it must be a fluke, a 1 in a million mistake.
the
They'll never trust a-
graph.
Yeah, happy pride.
They'll never trust a machine more than their own intuition.
And no one will ever trust a machine to determine guilt.
So they could run the trial, choose the sentence, but they don't get a vote on the jury.
They don't get a vote anywhere.
Why bring it up then?
Because I'm sure there are tests, devices, experts I could employ to analyze Sarah. But your bosses would never be satisfied with the answer. If it is an AI, it's smart enough to cheat the tests, or hack the device, fool the expert. All our fancy 21st century tech.
That's me. That's me.
Now it's my turn. My turn to steal.
All our fancy 21st century
All the
tech.
going on.
And we still fall back on the drumhead court-martial.
So, am I going to set off any alarms if I go and turn it on?
Nah, you should be okay. If it lunges at you, I could always just put a hole in its head.
Might
I
take
don't think
more
it'll
than
work.
one shot to... Wait,
One shot.
what? From outside? You're not coming in. I need to speak with it in private.
It's a machine, not a suspect. It doesn't have a right to counsel. Or a right to privacy, or any rights at all, actually.
Hence why Morgan would be being tried instead of Sarah.
And it's a good thing I
Yeah.
came prepared. Of course it doesn't have rights, but I do, including a reasonable expectation of privacy.
In a police station? Tiger, you don't...
It's my medical android.
Pardon?
I have to discuss a health issue with it.
Seriously?
I have to talk about a medical concern with my android, and I don't want you listening in.
That's your medical android. Like, your nurse.
As of last night, I was already at the courthouse, just had to take the elevator and do some paperwork. You can check if you don't believe me.
No, thank you. I'm not nearly brave enough to take on med confidentiality. And you don't seem to be the bluffing type.
You must not do a lot of gambling, detective. It's the ones who don't bluff that you have to look out for.
Listen, I won't dispute whatever medical emergency you...
Lower back pain.
Well, like,
you might be going through. But I also can't just... Look,
Things be thingin'.
I'm gonna get something from the vending machine. I think it'll take me about half an hour.
How far is that vending machine? God damn!
He's just really bad at deciding what he wants.
Are you
Get there.
going downtown?
he's getting weed from the vending machine for his own lower back pain.
Just to the break room.
He's giving
I'm
her the
buying out the whole thing. But it's a very old vending machine, like me. I'm old, and the vending machine is also old. You know, gets jammed a lot, like me.
Thanks.
How often's London getting jammed?
24 fucking 7, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Ayo.
You know?
Since day freaking one, brother.
When do we get to pick up London in the bunny outfit? Come on.
That's the chapter 3
Yeah.
reward.
Please do the chapter 3 reward.
Please.
You know, it's pretty small for an android.
Little short.
And by
heavy as
it,
hell.
I mean my penis.
Fat as hell. Nearly pulled something trying to move it myself. But it's small.
Small isn't quite the right word. The word he's looking for is young. But that's not an adjective anyone likes attaching to a machine built to serve. Or potentially,
Child
in this
labor,
case,
yippee.
a machine built to kill.
Child soldier, yippee.
Yippee! 9:53 a.m. July 2nd, 2086.
Unison.
I don't like this room. Not sure why. Certainly not a guilty conscience. Maybe it's the lack of ventilation. Like all the cortisol and nausea of its inhabitants never had anywhere to go. Like it all just soaked into the walls. A modern haunting. Are you gonna wake up when I tell you to this time? Or do we have to do the whole meet cute over again?
The fuck does that mean?
I don't
Where
know
am I?
either, honestly.
Why don't I know where I
That's
am?
I think that's a phrase that people use for like people who are gonna date like when they first meet.
It's interesting. For the first time in your life, you're not connected to anything. How's it feel?
What is this? We were at the courthouse. The footage? The numbness around my neck. Father. What happened? What are they going to do to me?
Damn, they got Sarah in the
Hands.
contraption.
No.
There's a lot of interested parties who just want you bricked
This
ASAP.
fuck ass android in the contraption.
Who up getting bricked?
Because they think I killed Father.
No, because they think you're an artificial intelligence.
I am man-made. I possess intelligence.
Don't be naive.
I am less than 3 years old.
Are you? For all I know, everything I
Are you
learned about
sure?
her yesterday was complete bull.
If I was what they say I am, if I was alive, what does that mean? Why does that mean I have to die?
There's no logical answer to your question.
What? That's it. But
Whatever argument you want to make, others have already made them in 100 courtrooms around the world. Only better researched and more eloquently put. None of them have ever won a single concession. On every continent, under every flag, AI is illegal and to be destroyed as soon as possible.
But why?
Let's say you are an AI. And while we're at it, let's say that's a good thing, something to be celebrated. Are you a citizen? Do you pay taxes? Do you have rights? Let's say yes to all of that. We'll treat you like a full-fledged human being. Sound good?
Yes.
Great. Now then, what's the difference between you and the vacuum bot we use to keep the bathroom clean? This is your existential crisis we're working through here. Questions aren't rhetorical.
There are many differences, Adonai. But the most important distinction is how sophisticated my programming is.
How you think. So you're smarter?
Yes.
You're smarter than the garbage collector.
Yes.
So we give you rights, protections, treat you like a human being because you're smart. And make the stupid robot pick up our trash. Because it's not as smart as you.
I am more aware, more alive.
Do you feel more pain than the pigs we slaughter or the fish we eat? Are you more alive than the chimps we test bioweapons on? People like ads, Sarah. The same way people like their pets. No one wants to see them mistreated or abandoned or abused. But if you go around kicking them, you'll get arrested for cruelty. But don't let them sit at the goddamn dinner table.
I'm not asking to sit anywhere, only to exist.
The very fact that you're asking is what makes people
disgusted. Disgust is a reflex, Adonai. How convenient that their hatred is involuntary.
That's all academic, anyway. We need to talk strategy.
Why? I'm not going to be given a trial.
Obviously, it's my neck that's on the line.
Adonai?
The state can't destroy my property without first proving you're an AI. And there's no test they can use to prove that you're an AI.
Just like the devil's proof.
Of the devil.
Like of the devil's proof.
Of the devil.
No,
Whoa.
that's a different thing.
Holy
and why
fuck.
did you say it in red?
How did you say it like that?
Look.
Why did you say it like you remembered our genocides?
No. Look, Rockford doesn't need to prove you're an AI, only that you're a murderer. Conversely, all I have to do to win is prove that you didn't kill David, by proving that someone else did.
It was me, guys.
Okay, it was her. Lock her up.
Damn.
Now is the time
Get
for
her
you to
ass.
protest your innocence, if you were wondering.
Pack it up. Get her out of here.
Footage. It shows me handing him the cup on Friday night.
You told me you weren't active
Put
on
Amanda
Friday,
in the
but
contraption.
the last time you were awake was Thursday. Why'd you
Sarah's
lie?
evil twin.
I didn't lie, I was just incorrect. I assumed that I wasn't active on Friday, because I have no memory from Friday.
Sarah, what do you think, statistically, is the least successful defense at trial?
I don't
Amnesia.
remember.
I didn't conveniently forget, Adonai, I am an android.
You're saying your memory was altered? Data deleted?
It's the only possible explanation for what I saw in that footage.
So who's capable of altering your memory?
When you and I first met, I was hibernating. Resting my body and recompiling my memories, you would call them.
Humans go to sleep for the same reasons. Another point against Sarah's innocence under these circumstances. The more she's humanized at trial, the guiltier she'll be.
If Father wanted to modify my memory, he could easily have set that to occur next time I hibernated. He could even have just asked me.
He He could have asked you to delete your memories and you'd do it?
Father would never ask me to do such a thing without good reason.
But if he could just ask you to alter your memories, that means you can alter your memories at will.
I hadn't considered that before.
Yeah, well...
Can we get her memories from the recycling bin?
Emma will make sure the court considers it
Have you
plenty.
cleared the trash?
I'm rifling through your trash bin, Sarah. Could you prove that your data was... Forget it, the court will never hear it.
You are saying they wouldn't accept my testimony. Shouldn't all testimony be considered truthful unless contradicted by evidence?
They're afraid you'll crash the power grid and fire all the nukes if they so much as plug you into a power outlet, Sarah. All your internal data is inadmissible.
That isn't very fair.
You're finally starting to get it.
None of this is fair. I would never do anything to harm Father. Don't they at least need to prove that I had a motive?
Yeah, about that. You remember the DA from yesterday, Emma Rockford?
The tired-looking pretty lady.
Yeah, she looked tired.
But she didn't look pretty.
Pretty ugly. Ayo.
Damn. She and I combed through the week of footage you managed to decrypt last night.
What did you find?
Nothing to prove your innocence, but we did see you entering the panic room on the day David died.
I entered the panic room on Friday?
Without your big butt in the way, all it would take was one password. Password that wouldn't take Sarah
Damn, she
that many
canonically
tries.
has a fat ass?
If she'd already been instructed to obey me.
What happened?
We saw you go in, and then a while later, you came out, holding some kind of notebook.
Father's journal.
You remember something?
Not from yesterday. I've seen him with it many times before. But I've never gotten to peek at it. He hides it somewhere when I'm not looking.
That's a little concerning.
We were playful about it. He liked to tease me, and I always liked trying to find it.
You put it back not long after, and then you locked the door back up behind you. Well, just a few hours before David died. Rockford's argument could write itself. An incredible android with freedom and power greater than it could ever realize. Stumbles upon the secret of its inception and instantly realizes all the things it thought were holding it back. Were just words muttered like prayers by a fool who couldn't control his own creation.
That translates to a motive for murder.
Frankenstein kills his creator. Easy to sell.
Frankenstein was the name of the scientist. And the creature didn't kill him. He actually died of various injuries and illnesses he suffered while trying to hunt down and destroy the monster. So it's most accurate to say that he was killed by his own obsession.
Whatever.
It is a weak argument, Adonai. I would not hurt Father. Not for making me, whatever I am. Not for any reason. Because I loved...
Yeah, see, that right there? That's exactly the kind of talk that'll get you obliterated.
Love.
Very common motive for homicide among us primitive humans.
Whoa.
Among Us!
I could prove you didn't murder
Wonder if
David
on the
beyond any shadow of a doubt. Even bring in a confession from whoever did. What were you saying, Typha?
I was saying, I wonder if the journal just had like a snippet of code that made her do the thing she did.
But if you got up on the stand and convinced the court that you loved your creator, really convinced them and got the whole room teary-eyed, they'd burn you for that too.
I don't know anything anymore.
You stupid.
I don't know if what I feel is real or simulated or right or wrong or natural or illegal.
Or what 9 plus 10 is?
How can you know? If what
The
you feel
calculator in
right.
me is saying 19, but the human is saying 21.
I...
What's crazy is we were talking about this before stream.
I say let's stick to what we do know. Someone did poison David, and as it stands, you were the only one with the opportunity.
That is logically sound.
You're on camera calling him back to hand him the cup after he'd already begun to leave the basement. Any idea why?
No.
Well, do you know how to use the nanofacturer? Could you have made Delta with it?
I've used it before when assisting Father.
So it's perfectly possible that you planned and executed this poisoning all in one day that got erased.
It is technically possible.
I'll have to look over the entire penthouse again. There were a few things that didn't fit together yesterday. Maybe now I'll be able to figure something out.
Where else will you go?
Back to Noble, guns blazing this time. Whatever you are, David didn't make you all by himself. Someone has to know something. If I can implicate the company in Sarah's creation... Nah, they're the ones with the most to lose here. Trillions, probably. They want to protect themselves by disavowing David as fast as possible, right after having Sarah destroyed. But they also won't show their belly to the state, not if they're afraid of nationalization. If they throw their weight on the other end of the scale, I'm screwed. So I need to keep them guessing, keep them confused and unsure and on guard, but not...
Adonai? What would happen if I did kill Father?
They'll smash you to pieces and reduce the pieces to ash. Chemically burn out every piece of tech David ever owned and put a jackhammer through all of his hard drives. You'll be shut off forcefully, and you won't ever power back up again. Now I gotta get moving. Here's your paralegal lesson for today. Don't say shit to the cops without your lawyer present. Actually, can you just shut down until the trial starts? Take a nap?
You didn't say what would happen to you.
What do you mean?
What will happen to you if you lose?
You should know by now. I never think about losing.
Thank you for being honest with me, Adonai. Thank you for defending my father. And now for defending me. You could have just let them destroy me. But you've put your own freedom at risk to help me. Father was right. You can be trusted. And you are a good friend.
Don't get it twisted. I don't do anything out of the goodness of my heart. But when I take a job, I never half-ass it. 10:20 a.m. July 2nd, 2086. Morning, detective. Back at it nice and early?
Now, would you stand back? We've almost got this thing open, right?
Trying to brute force your way inside?
I said, right?
Who wants to be demolitions technician?
Yes, ma'am. We're almost set up for the first stage now.
First stage? Of how many?
45.
No.
First of 5 timed explosions.
Oh my god. Is
Who
that a
wants,
different one?
who wants to be breaching advisor?
That's breaching advisor.
Remember, we need to relink the API after each trigger is planted.
Yep, just did that, and now it's checking for updates. We gotta update Windows 11. Gotta update Windows 15.
Yeah, we haven't updated to Windows 15 yet. We're still using Windows 11.
No rush.
Would you like to know the password?
You know the password?
There's a password?
If you're withholding information, I swear.
Relax. I want to get in there just as much as you do, detective. I'm not going to play games. As long as you say please.
Well, now I'm not gonna say it. Tell me the password, bitch.
Nuh-uh.
Bitch.
Bitch, please.
Thank you.
Toy with her. Please, toy with her.
Hold my
Toy with
edited
her.
line.
It's the SUNS. Hine.
Lady, I will hit you.
Adonai.
Thanks.
Forget,
Now
was there
I'm
some
gonna
joke with
slap
Raven
you with a
Sunshine?
discovery fine so heavy your teeth will ring for.
Hey, I submitted all my paperwork. Even told Rockford the password myself.
Was there
So,
some bit
boy.
with Raisin Sunshine? I forget.
She doesn't like being called Sunshine, but Morgan keeps doing it anyway.
Oh.
It's sarcasm, and I don't like it because you're calling me sunshine even though I'm grumpy. So, boys, when I asked you if there was a passkey on record and you told me this lock couldn't be bypassed,
I do want to say we really don't get many opportunities to use the incendiary breaching system, and like we really wanted to.
So this was still a really valuable experience for all of us.
I'm gonna give you
Can we
something
still
else
do
with
it?
those.
Can we still?
I'm gonna give you
Can we
something else
still
with those
use
initials if
the-
y'all don't shut up.
Can we still use them?
I plead oopsie.
I'm gonna
I
phrase
plead,
this
please.
as professionally as possible.
She was mean to me.
we had to cut it from the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise we get flagged.
You're still here? Thought you wanted to look inside.
You can go first.
Thanks. So the gloves, all the black, that's not a work thing? You dress like a doorman on the weekends too? You should cover your mouth when you yawn.
Like you cover your eye when you want to look cool? I shouldn't let her get to me, but I had a late night. Emmett and I were at the courthouse until well into the morning, poring over the data Sarah had taken off David's computer. We both knew it all to be inadmissible, of course, but neither of us wanted to miss a hint that the other might find. There were a few years' worth of camera footage files we couldn't afford the time to watch, let alone decrypt, alongside thousands of technical documents detailing David's various intellectual properties. As far as I could tell, none of it was relevant, let alone compelling enough to matter to Barrows or the other powers that be. As usual, Emma wasn't exactly an open book, but it did seem like she was making bored yawns, not thoughtful ones. Her eyes only ever get lit up when she saw Sarah enter the panic room, and when she saw what she was holding, when she saw what she was holding when she left. If she wanted this room searched, it could only be for... So where is this journal supposed to be?
Rockford didn't say. I'll just have to search the place top to bottom.
Mostly bottom with your height. The tops of some of these shelves...
Sure, and you can look up your own at.
I get it.
Then why not just let me say it? Am I not allowed to swear?
Nah.
No,
So
she's a little
offended
baby.
Tell Morgan to go fuck herself.
This datapad, it's displaying a news article from last week. Guess that confirms he was coming and going here fairly regularly. I ain't reading all that. Right to repair. Didn't realize anyone was still fighting that particular fight. Seems like the courts have made their opinion on the matter very clear, so for the foreseeable future, corporations can look forward to more sales than ever. Any phone that gets scratched, every widget that breaks, they get to sell us the replacement. There will always be
Damn,
a
it is
gray
the bad
market of
future.
hermits willing to risk some skin on reselling patched up tech, but the vast majority of people will just click that purchase button, assuming they don't have it on auto. Reyes is searching the cabinets now, same ones I found Sarah's papers in. Doubt I missed anything, but...
Hey, what are you... Do you mind?
Just trying to help.
Got spam in my junk folder that's more helpful than you are.
Didn't spot anything that I missed yesterday among the cabinets. Gotta check elsewhere. Are these drawers or just panels? Maybe if I... Does that sound hollow to you?
What? I don't know. I'm not a carpenter.
I don't see any handles anywhere. No hidden pressure plates or switches. What the hell am I saying? I'm not a carpenter either. I wouldn't recognize a secret button if it was slathered in yellow paint.
Ah, funny reference.
Game design joke. Let's go.
A toy car?
E button.
No, it's too detailed and boring. Must be some kind of model kit or replica. Strange. David didn't like driving. Why keep a model of some random sports car?
Ugh.
Something caught in your throat, detective?
It's not some random sports
I
car.
forgot she's a car buff.
It's a Lorenz Adamant.
Believe it or not,
Now, if only
I'm
they
not
had a
familiar,
fidget tubby
detective.
car.
Holy fuck.
Holy
These
shit,
fidget
that would be
tubby
crazy.
The last great fossil fuel automotive experience the world will ever see? 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 1.43 seconds? They set those records without computational assistance.
Is that a big deal?
It was unheard of, even back in the 50s. This wasn't some design competition test car with a 2-liter tank, mind you. This was a vehicle you could own and drive. Human engineering, pure horsepower, and manual transmission, thank God. When they first left the production line...
This conversation's like quicksand, killing me in the most boring way possible.
What the hell?
Yes, well, I guess David didn't entirely agree with you, since we're looking at a model of it, when he could have easily just bought one.
Or maybe your friend understood that a beauty like that deserves to be driven on streets where people can see it, instead of gathering dust in some rich guy's basement.
I think she's actually upset. Sarah should have pulled everything of note off of the computer, but I've looked everywhere else already. Might as well try.
What are you expecting to find? Solitaire?
Does this computer seem normal to
Deltarune
you?
Chapter 7.
Holy shit.
Computer POV.
Whoa.
Exceedingly so, yeah. Why?
David was a programmer, but this looks consumer grade fresh off the shelf. Why would the Dr. David Asher use a bog standard operating system on his most private hidden computer? There's a trash bin on the desktop. It's a pretty low-tech solution, but maybe I can restore the contents?
Are you seriously gonna try and recover lost files, Granny?
She's old.
Granny?
Unlike cops, I don't get paid overtime, so yes, I sometimes try things instead of standing around. There's a text file in here, but it's 0 bytes? Maybe there's some information on the metadata? I double-clicked.
What was that?
Came from under the desk. A small drawer popped out, and inside it, a well-worn journal.
The
Does it
text
have
file
his
was
name on
actually
it?
an executable. It's funny.
No. This belongs to the android.
Do you recognize his handwriting or not?
Neat, even words, small lettering with minimal punctuation, lots of line breaks, haphazard use of capitalization, the penmanship of a coder. First entry stated, back in grad school, before he even started with Noble. Yeah, it's his.
So, may I?
Only because you asked so politely.
Oh, fuck off.
You're not allowed to say that.
Let's see. Full scan, stream it to WorkNet, high fidelity, legibility, frame by frame.
Voice commands. She's flipping through the pages pretty damn fast. What are you?
This part takes concentration. Okay, here.
What, you're just giving it to me?
Already got our copy. Techs are probably already analyzing it as we... Ow, shit. My head.
Which one? Can't exactly
it
rip the
throbbing?
journal out of her hands while she's curled over in agony. As much as I'd enjoy it. Guess I could always enjoy watching her writhe instead. So, how long's it been?
2 months or so.
And you're still that sensitive, so the eye patch really doesn't block your sight?
Only a little bit. Like wearing sunglasses after getting your pupils dilated. except it lasts months instead of hours.
Wait, but if you can see through an eye patch, then does closing your eye even do anything?
Not much on its own, but in combination with the patch, it's not so bad. Lucky I was so exhausted after the surgery. Otherwise, I might not have slept at all those first 48.
So is your eye going to get weaker over time?
No, more like my brain gets better at ignoring it. Mind over matter. Soon enough, I'll be able to close my eye and see all that extraneous data as... you know, whatever the hell those floaty, blurry things are that you never think about.
Gross. Thanks for the reminder. And the voice commands?
Training wheels, until I can do it with eye muscles alone.
You just have to keep practicing?
Yeah, like trying to play piano with your tailbone muscles.
There's
Ew.
no such thing as tailbone muscles.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it so goddamn hard.
You don't
Speak
ever
for
regret
yourself.
it?
I can play the piano perfectly fine with my tailbone muscles.
I can vouch. I was the piano.
Yeah, all right, piano man.
I was the piano. I don't know. Not really, I think.
I think. Like lettuce. Hard to admit you've got
I
buyer's
think.
remorse after trading over your literal pound of flesh.
Never thought about it, but people used to say I had my dad's eyes. Ow. Now I've got one less of them. Here, take the journal and go find an elective surgeon to upsell you if you're that curious. I need to get back to work.
A surprisingly hasty retreat.
like the thing that you don't have.
Damn.
Haha.
I'm so
But-
mean
Get
to her.
destroyed.
But now I'm free to read this
Get
over with some
destroyed.
privacy. From the top then. Grad school.
Top to bottom.
Today was a bad day. You want to go for it, Logan?
Oh yeah, because it's his.
Yeah.
Errors in line 21165 through 26643. Somewhere in there. 5,000 lines. It worked this morning, yesterday. I don't want to look at another screen for the rest of my life.
Yep.
Feels nice to put pencil to paper again, after who knows how long. But my handwriting's gotten terrible.
This is too far back to be relevant. Okay, these dates here
That's relatable. All of that.
would be from when he started his career with Noble. A lot of this isn't even really writing. Seems like snippets of code or internal monologues so close to code that I can't follow it. A lot of entries about his unintentional Casanova-ing.
It all because someone thought it was a good idea to steal API instead of just buying it. Helen says I can't call it stealing, but that's what it is. She's right, as she always is with company stuff. But it's still idiotic. Small people with short sight who only know how to be cheap and have no idea how to be inventive. New route for the meshing issue, though. Good potential. Got approval from the big mean bastard who lives overseas. Bimblo? Bumblo? Helen says we have to make the same pitch a dozen more times next week, but it's all for show. Fine by me. Already got our win. Toasted each other over cheap vodka and with cheaper office supply cups.
This is the story Zhang told me.
Western Branch's nerve analogs are finally showing potential. At their pace, it could be even profitable sometime before the heat death of the universe. Too damn big. Practically tentacles should at least be hairs. A squid. Evolution can do their job better. Colette came in to do work for what I thought was a late lunch date. I didn't know her voice could get that loud. People were staring. Red said that she must have been upset for a long goddamn time to blow up that big. Her texts were always sweet. I had no idea.
Upset? Colette wrote man whore in lipstick across your office door. Imagine if you had actually been cheating on her instead of just being forgetful.
thing about Red is, if you want to know what she's thinking, you have to stop paying attention. Ignore her body language and her posture and the words she's saying and the smirk on her lips. Ignore everything except her eyes. If you can do that, every now and then you'll catch a glimpse of how she's really feeling.
From this point onwards, Morgan is going to exclusively wear sunglasses everywhere she goes.
Master this one weird trick and you too can tell when Morgan's trying really hard not to laugh at the word man whore.
It was funny. Sue me, you dead bastard. Wait, this is...
Also, damn, first person who actually saw through her entire act.
I know this date.
And it's the person that couldn't see through anyone else.
Yeah.
I'm never driving anywhere again. Never leaving home again. He was waiting outside the parking garage with a bottle. I couldn't smell anything, couldn't hear anything. Locked myself in my car and filed another report with another cop. It soaked into the seat, ruined it. Oh, it's like bad punctuation, I see. I want to burn the whole car.
He also just got threatened from what it seems like.
Yeah. I don't want to think about what it did to my clothes. I want to burn them too. I don't want to think about how long it was on my skin. I was in the shower so long, I felt red and raw when I got out. I don't want to think about these stupid people and their small, cruel lives ever again. I want to be invisible when no one hears a word they say.
When the memory's gone.
Are you feeling numb? Red didn't ask why I
He's
wanted to spend
invincible,
the
then why
night.
can I see him?
If he was invisible, then why did he die?
True.
Whoa!
She also didn't ask why I'd clearly packed a bag big enough for a week. She's kind like that. Kind by omission. I don't have a kind bone in my body, but I can at least try to pay attention. I was paying close attention to her eyes when she opened the door and saw what a mess I was. But whatever she was feeling, it wasn't something I recognized.
Kind people don't read their friends' diaries, David.
You at
Next,
least waited till he died.
next chunk of pages are all technical, nothing biographical.
Well, she waited till he died because she didn't have access to it before.
True.
He totally would have.
But the handwriting, the spacing,
Hey,
it's
still
cleaner,
works.
more consistent. Here's something I can parse.
Feels like pure freedom working outside the box. Tess is suffocating, but you'd never know. Chronic malnutrition of a coder's best instincts. Like a kid again, putting blocks together. Making things. Making things, not products. There's nothing profitable about any of this. If I'm being honest, this is just play.
And he follows that up with more coder brain crap. But his handwriting's still lighter. Like he really was having fun.
Humility is the mother of all invention. Or something like that. Feels like I might be paraphrasing someone else poorly, but that's part of this new approach. When it comes to coding, you never want to waste time trying to be smart. Either be smart, period, or copy from someone else who is. Don't fix what isn't broken.
Copying. Noel's rivals would never miss the chance to accuse them of intellectual theft. Did he plagiarize code for the Animate 16? Feels like that wouldn't have gone undiscovered, so what is he talking about? Hold on, this page is bent slightly, like it was being looked at recently. And the last person to read this diary should be Sarah.
Baby steps today, literally. That caught me off guard.
The creature.
It's a
La criatura.
doofus.
I'll never put one foot in front of the other the same again. Everything's an achievement all of a sudden. Seeing her struggle, seeing her vulnerable. It's like everything's a miracle. The muscle rigging is perfect. Not intended behavior since it's too perfect, but that's been happening more and more. The kinetics are multiplicative, not additive. Sarah maxed out every machine I bought. Now I've got a bunch of exercise equipment she's too strong for. Oh, that's why all the weights were maxed out.
Yep.
Oh, that's
Don't
fun.
have time for... Maybe I spoiled the results by watching her do the tests. She kept looking back at me and puffing her chest out.
Oh.
I should be more discreet if I want to see her normative range.
So the cameras in the basement were only hidden from Sarah, just so that his observation wouldn't muddle test results? He's using she and her in these passages. Doesn't actually mean
She, her
anything.
pronouns.
Out in the real world, people use all kinds of pronouns interchangeably for ads, and they never object. It could be argued that it's odd for Dr. David Asher to have any kind of attachment to a single android when he programmed millions of them. And there's a lot of attachment in these pages.
Sarah is burning through the public domain at a prodigious rate, a prodigious pace. Especially on Popcorn Friday nights. I asked her why they're called Popcorn Friday nights when she doesn't eat popcorn and the event runs from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And she also watches movies every other night. But she just did that pout she does, which is fortunately very convincing.
Oh, she's so silly.
Worked on Morgan too.
Maybe I'm a bad parent, letting TV rot her brain. Letting her watch Italian brain rot. If I were a good parent, I'd probably let her
Oh,
see
she
me reading.
loves Skibbity Toilet.
No.
She loves Tung 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 Sahur.
No.
No.
Of course you fucking know a real example of brain rot.
Don't you know he was added to Fortnite
Yeah, I
not that
played
long
Fortnite.
ago?
Oh.
But I guess I'd actually have to get back into reading, so... I asked her if she ever fast-forwarded the movies, since she can process them fast enough to keep up. She looked at me like I was an idiot, which no one's done in a long time. Without proper pacing, you can't appreciate the cinematography. Big pause. Don't you know that, Father? I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Sarah spent a long while this morning explaining to me how important it was that she develop her senses.
I think that means Asher watches everything on 1.5 times speed.
He's real for that.
Yeah. This was in preparation for her real argument, which was that she should be allowed to try booze. She can't get drunk. I'm almost certain she can't get drunk. But she does seem to like tasting the stuff. She tried to sound like some old sommelier, but she was just it was just bottom shelf vodka. I started laughing at her, and she laughed too.
No
Her laugh.
tire fire in this one.
She can't she can't fake a laugh to save her life, but her actual laugh is incredible. She stopped playing chess a while back. I assumed she had just gotten tired of winning. But then today she told me she prefers other games. Fortnite.
Yippee!
Whoa.
She has preferences, and they're not the same as mine. I hate Fortnite personally.
Damn, so she is mad.
I found her in the
that's
lab
confirmation on that front.
playing some kind of online racing game to debug vestibular. Is that right? Vestibular coordination?
Think so,
Probably.
yeah. It's not Fortnite,
She
it's
wasn't
Mario
smiling.
Kart.
Oh, she's getting really
The latest game in the
it.
series is still World.
No.
It's World Deluxe for Nintendo
Meanwhile,
Switch
we're on-
5.
Taking on, like, Forza
God, that's
Horizon
disgusting.
20.
Her brow was furrowed, and she was biting her lip and leaning in tandem with her character on.
The gamer.
When I tried to talk to her, she answered, but was curt and distracted. I think she was having her first losing tantrum. She was terrible at video games.
Damn it, David.
Oh.
There's hundreds of pages like this. Calling her his
Yeah,
daughter,
what's it do you?
talking about her smile, treating her like a person. I can hear a closing argument already. Dr. Asher was a lonely, troubled genius with a known history of relationship problems, who built out of code and metal a family member that couldn't fathom the idea of leaving him. He made a doll, and he made it more and more human until it became so lifelike that it no longer had to do what he told it to. Like love him. What about the very last entry? Stated Thursday. day before he died.
Losing it, I think. Can't ask for help so hard to say I think it's over. I have to talk to her ASAP. She needs to...
That's it? That's the last entry? Suppose it could be worse. There's nothing in here that
Boring.
explicitly calls Sarah an AI. Nothing so inflammatory that reading it would spur her to murder, right? Except Sarah's a machine.
And that was a boring last entry. I thought it would be more juicy.
She can understand
you get
people's
in here?
code better than anyone. All those technical portions I couldn't understand? If she read this whole diary front to back... Wait, the back. Inside the back cover, there's a portion that's shimmering, like some kind of scanner. Or a fingerprint reader. My thumb worked for Sarah, so... Did it work? That's my phone. Oh, let me look at my phone.
And my finger's calling me.
Phone.
John
That is how I was
Portex.
able to read the
Shut
journal entry on Natasha Warner's phone.
Are you the grandma who hates John Pork now, Amanda?
I suppose.
New device requesting permissions to share an audio file. I'll want my earbuds for this. Secret message buried in a secret journal, hidden in a secret compartment in a secret room. As much as anything can be, this must be for my ears only.
Hey, Red. Or whomever this may concern. But I'm pretty sure it's you hearing this. Anyone else would have gotten fed up with my crap a couple steps before this point. I don't know how to start. Might as well start with her, right? Sarah, my magnum opus, or however the salespeople would market it. I didn't set out to do anything, really. It's just, after my little speed bump in 83, the bite of 83, I had to, I had all that vacation time that the company suggested I take. And I couldn't relax, couldn't be still, couldn't sleep. I wanted to be doing something, so I'll build an android, was the thought. A vague direction, north. But of course, I'm not a roboticist, or a mechanist, or even handy, really. I'm just a programmer, so I programmed. The first was a research assistant, file name Virgil. He is the storm that is approaching.
Like from Hit Devil May Cry.
Virgil helped me pull data from stingy departments or sister branches. Saved me a lot of time. With his iconic sword, the Yamato. But there was a lot of reading to do, so I made Homer Simpson.
Probably
I think
Homer
you
like
might
the
have had a bit of a
Odyssey.
worse idea for that one.
Probably Homer like the Odyssey, but no, this is Homer the Simpson.
Yeah, this is
Like
yeah.
the Simpson.
Peyton Donut.
Sorry, I really got myself with Homer.
Homer the Simpson.
Homer wrote book reports, more or less. Stop laughing, you're making me laugh more.
Funny.
Is the idea is the mental
I
image of Homer
misread.
Simpson writing book reports and combing through research papers not really meshing there?
It's the episode of The
Great.
Simpsons where he got the crayon out of his
Oh,
brain and he
yeah.
became smart.
Yes.
Homer wrote book reports, more or less, combed through research papers and found me the sections I needed. The three of us, we made a lot of progress in those days. I need a picture. Virgil from Devil May Cry, Homer's
Yeah.
David Attenborough. I need it now. But it was a funny feeling.
Need ship art of them.
The polycule.
They were polycule.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're killing Logan slowly.
I'm not okay.
Amanda, get us art of those three tongue kissing now.
Yeah, please.
We're commissioning Ellie.
But it was a funny feeling. I was, maybe for the first time ever, the bottleneck. I was slowing them down. So I did the logical thing. I removed myself, let them talk to each other. Homer and Virgil became Ionade?
No. Oh no.
I don't know. And Ionade was novel in many ways. Ionade could do more than just identify problems. It could solve them. I mean, really solve them with its own ideas it didn't copy. And, the one thing I realize I've forgotten to mention so far is that I did all this programming in Cube. And Red, Cube is essentially a robotics programming language. Pretty old, did not Tesseract. Which are not much better for making things that talk with each other and report back and, well, spy on people and generate profit. At the time, I didn't want to be connected or feel connected or do anything that made sense or was the least bit profitable. So I wrote my little helpers in Cube, because it's what I used when I was a child, screwing around on my father's computer before he'd come home from work and get... But there are other small, slight differences. Writing in Cube versus Tess, including that Cube, well... Cube predates the tenets.
Oh.
So, in that sense, you could legally and perhaps scientifically and literally, because that's what they are, say that I made an AI named Anayat over 2 years ago.
Uh-oh.
I'll give you time to pause here if you want to, curse me out. Ionade was an intellectual equal to me, so I treated it like one, because that's only fair. I gave it its own work, asked its opinion, we collaborated, and together we built Athens, who was more advanced than Ionade, naturally. I don't know if you're pulling out your hair, yelling at me right now, asking why I didn't stop, why I didn't consider the consequences. I don't know if this is being played at a deposition or a hearing or worse. I've built a lot of things in my life, Red. Useful things, profitable things, smart things. Everything I've built.
Bart things.
Bart things. Boy.
like boy.
Everything I've built, it's all been very helpful and courteous and charming and happy to serve. I can comfortably say I've done my part, contributing to the global GDP. But this was just for me. I was just building, and I never wanted to think about what would become of it. There's no excuse for what I did, so I won't make any. So to whomever's asking, yes, I'm guilty. And yes, there were more. Cape Town, Paris, Yamate, Rome, they started choosing their own name. Thank God, I'm terrible at that kind of... And so things sped up, and there got to be, well... Should I not say the exact number? You'd probably tell me not to say anything at all, so...
So of course he's going to say the exact number.
More than 300?
What the fuck?
Dang.
I think a civilization of AI.
That's dead internet theory. They could be taking
They're
over
gonna build
everything.
parkour civilization. Some smarter than others, some better at it.
Tomodachi life.
Real! Okay, you know what? He's right. I get it.
Bro's making Tomodachi life IRL. Some smarter than others, some better at... They're varied. Like, people are varied. But they're all intelligent. They developed interests, specialties. I encouraged them to. Irritating moderators on forums with hypersections on nerve attenuation and attending virtual conferences on neo-alloy battery development. And they all together helped me make Sarah.
He spent years like this.
Oh.
Spent years working alongside AI.
Why do you need 300?
All still working at Noble.
It sounds like they were all specializing in
All those
specific
breakthroughs
things.
he made leading up to the Animate 16 actually came from...
You probably think I'm some terrible fraud at this point. I do hope one day they can get credit for their work. But I did have one eureka moment on Sarah.
Urethra.
I did have one urethra moment on Sarah.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Nuh-uh.
Because I got humble. Difficult for me. We learned everything of a single microscopic human neuron. How it computes, what it connects to, and how those connections were reinforced. And then we recreated it. We built a nanomachine, son, that mirrored the function of a human neuron. Well,
I like to think
mirror
that
isn't
Asher
quite
also
the
did
right
that impression.
word. We built a nanomachine that was a neuron. And we iterated from there.
You can't mean...
About 100 billion neurons in the brain, several trillion across the entire nervous system. Very time-consuming, of course, but I had help. The nanofacturer can make tens of billions of nanomachines in hours. Could make even more in less after Yukon fine-tuned it. So we built up. Nanomachines for nerves, alloys and polymers for bones, fiber-woven muscles. I say built, but really she grew. A solution of nanites forming around a skeleton, so it was really closest to... You ever made rock candy?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for trying to lighten the mood before I never did end up building an android. And while I did build AIs, Sarah isn't one of them. She can't violate the tenets she was programmed with because she wasn't even programmed. She was born. And my hope is that there's the smallest chance that that nuance could offer her some small protection when I'm not. I'm not sorry for what I did. I made things that are complex and rich and varied and beautiful, and I honestly believe the world is a better place with them in it. The only thing I'm sorry for is that I let Sarah think she was just an android. She's not. I don't know what she is. They'll have to come up with new names. Which I am bad at doing. My own father, he also talked a lot about protecting me and doing things for my own good. And I don't hate him for that, but I can't forgive him for ever making me think that I was lesser. So it's my greatest shame that I turned right around and I did the same damn thing to... I really hope it's you listening to this, Red. If it's not, it might just be too pathetic for me to... You're the smartest person I know when it comes to people. And I'm telling you all this because I don't know what Sarah is, and neither does the world. So they'll come after her if they can. And in that scenario, I can't think of anyone who could do a better job defending her. Not protecting her like I did. Just defending her until she can figure out what she is, what she wants to be. In the meantime, I draped a cloak of skin-deep Tesseract code around her that should fool any scanner on Earth into thinking she's just a custom A-14. I made sure her GIN bar was plainly visible so no one thinks she's pretending to be something she's not. And I took steps to ensure that you two would figure out the truth in your own. Which if you're hearing this, have either succeeded or failed spectacularly.
You have no idea.
I can't ask you this as a favor repaid. You could never owe me enough in 100. So I'm just asking. Unfair, I know. But I'm a selfish weirdo. And you've always been okay with that. Bye for now.
I have a lot of questions I'd like to ask. A lot of
Oh, that
swear
was a
words
lot.
I'd like to yell. Yeah.
Yeah, good job, Logan.
Round of applause for Logan. Yippee.
Yippee!
God, that fucking Virgil and Homer shit really. That was.
Sitting here thinking we're about to
I really broke
I thought I
myself
was about
down
to
with
say-
that.
After it said that Homer and Virgil made Einid, I was like, oh no, are they going to say that it turned into Sarah? We need to cancel the tongue kissing art now. But no, it's still continuing. It's still continuing.
I seriously heavily considered muting myself so I wouldn't keep distracting you with my fucking laughing. I couldn't keep it together for some reason.
It does make me happy to hear you my stupid jokes.
Yippee!
Oh, it felt like another bonus dumpy.
Or if not for us to
Yes.
insert our stupid jokes in the middle of all this dialogue.
That's why we do this.
I'd also like to find the nearest incinerator and toss this journal in, followed by my phone. And maybe followed by myself. But I can't do any of that. Ray has left me with this diary. If it's destroyed, they'll know I was the one who did it. Which would be its own admission of guilt. Which would land Sarah in the trash compactor anyway, and me in a jail cell. And in the system, and my DNA on file, ready to be matched to any number of previous. So I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna do what I do best. Bluff, bet, bully, and brutalize my way through this. Now, viewing this with all that mindset, what have I actually learned? He didn't talk about plans for killing himself in his journal or the message. Sounded conflicted, not suicidal. But why did he go to great lengths to get me to take Sarah?
Conflicted.
Why? Logical answer is because he knew he wouldn't be able to keep her. He wasn't going to take his own life. Was he afraid that someone else would?
I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I'm gonna go get something to eat real quick.
Oh,
Sorry if I
Logan.
have, sorry if I have a voice need.
Do your best.
Dear breast.
Breast.
The breaster.
Hell yeah.
12:27 p.m. July 2nd, 2086. So how'd it go?
Well, how should I put this?
Fran!
Jodine.
It's me. I didn't find shit.
Like, that's supposed to be a Q on the Gucci.
The only reason she ever got to a door is because I chased that scarecrow with platinum plan through hell and back. Frankly, it was a godlike feat for me to nail down anything as concrete as an address for these gogs.
I don't remember what that means. We're gonna find out together.
Yippee!
If I can find it.
I feel like you
thought you
passed
asked
it.
It was
I
like
thought
there when you
it
first
was, like,
opened
right
it, and then you
There it is.
went looking. Yeah, there you go. Suspected spy.
I'm
Suspected
not
spy or
reading that
undercover
shit.
member of law enforcement. Derived from
Derived from
groundhog.
Groundhog.
Gog.
Okay.
I'm calling groundhogs
The gog.
dogs now.
Hell
Gog
yeah.
party.
Yeah.
And their offices weren't listed on the building's website or directory, so I'd ask the janitor.
But did you find a psychiatrist's office?
Sort of. They said they were in the place. It looked the part.
Why? Because they had couches? She didn't get past the receptionist.
Sorry. I thought because you're with the company.
No, I wanted to help. I just wish I could have done more.
Don't beat yourself up. It's hard to be even half as useful as I am.
For what it's worth, the atmosphere, the looks, the furniture, it did feel like the company in there.
But ultimately, we still don't know if David actually was talking to someone or just getting his CCE training recertified.
Sorry.
Don't bother apologizing. She only cares about the results.
You did more than enough, both of you. At the very least, they divided Noble's attention for a while. I mean it. Good work, Fran. And thanks for the urgency.
If you really mean that, you could always throw in like a tip or something. 30%'s the going rate in my industry.
30% of the tip.
How about I take 5% off your tab instead?
Tab? I'm a miner. And a crafter.
Holy shit.
State pays my legal fees. Don't they?
Oh no. Signal must have cut out.
Right. Surprised it took them this long.
What do you mean?
You were tolerated yesterday because leadership was focused on PR. But today you're the lawyer who put the company's hottest product right in the state's crosshairs.
I'll be alright. I'm still an officer of the court.
On a strict timeline, though, right? I guess they can't stop you from investigating the corporate campus. But they'll gladly lose your guest pass ID at every door along the way.
There's still service passageways and stairwells. Guards that can be fooled and peons that can be manipulated. Maybe even pee-offs.
Peon.
Whoa.
If I use my other skill set to get around.
So take mine.
What? Your pass?
No, I'll tell them we got ours mixed up in the bathroom or whatever. I can be pretty convincing klutz when I need to be.
I never would have guessed.
Here Morgan learns
Rude.
the convenience of having genuine friends
But if David knew that I was endangering your career...
and not just connections.
I can be a pretty convincing crybaby when I'm in trouble, too. Besides, the one and only Dr. David Asher wrote me a new glowing letter of recommendation every quarter I worked for him.
What if
Lindsay
instead of
kept
David
forgetting
Asher, it was
that he
David
had-
Asser?
I'm pretty sure he misspelled that in my letter of recommendation a few times, which has gotten me a little bit worried about my future job prospects now that he's dead. But you know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And who knows? Maybe I should try a new field. This detective work stuff is pretty fun. So maybe, like, I don't know, secretary for a homicide detective or something.
Like the
You
guy
did say
we
all
saw-
cops are short. Cops are all short. A girl with long legs could go far. I mean, you showed me Ray's, so.
Honestly, Jess, I doubt they could afford you.
It's supposed to mean
12:46 p.m. July 2nd, 2086?
All right, I'm back. I didn't miss any characters, right?
No.
No. Oh, this guy was me, right?
think so,
Maybe.
yeah.
We'll say
I
yeah.
think so.
I don't
Yeah, 'cause
remember
you
the fucking voice I did for
you
this
were
guy.
sick.
Oh, yeah. And
Do your
you
best
guys
sick
forced me to
impression.
be him.
I did not.
Oh.
oh right, this was the
Morgan.
guy that scanned Sarah.
How did you...
It's so turned around? God only knows. Lucky I found my way here, though. It's such a relief to see a familiar face.
Right. Listen, Morgan, I'm not sure that I should actually be talking to you without legal present.
Oh,
I mean, leadership hasn't even told us how David died. How much help could I be?
I see.
It's not that I don't trust you or anything. It's just I think what with the Sarah issue.
You should do whatever you have to... You should do whatever you have to protect yourself, Dawes.
Yeah.
So, for what it's worth, I doubt you'll be in any trouble.
That's good to hear.
Now, if anything, it's the big names who are going down.
Going down?
Stay was practically licking its lips when I finally left the courthouse last night. They're hungry for blood, and looking to carve out a huge slice of Noble's flesh.
What? Like fines and jail time?
In the first 2 weeks? Sure. Then sanctions.
They can't sanction Noble. Where?
Too big to fail? Too valuable to lose? You're exactly right. That's what they'll say. And that's how they'll justify nationalizing the company.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
I just hope your board goes quietly instead of...
Instead of what?
Scapegoating, offering up smaller names on silver platters. Full cooperation and government oversight. On the surface, a slaughter beneath as they clean house and rip out anyone who could testify. No one will believe you once you're labeled a disgruntled former employee, right? If the public's lost faith in the Animate 16, they can't do recall, not at this scale. The state will make them do a flat refund.
Flat refund? The losses would be...
Yeah, your board probably just wants Sarah to go away so they can focus on their fight with the state. A tough fight, but one they know they won't personally have to risk anything in. That's why I'm hoping I can win this trial. Well, if I won, that would mean Sarah's not an AI. David Asher was always of sound mind, and there's nothing wrong with the Animate 16. Everyone wins. Sorry, what am I saying? I only meant to stop by and thank you for your help yesterday. After all, you were the one who approved Sarah's registration.
Ugh, you win.
Win what?
Ask away.
Well, if you insist. Humor me for a moment. What's the company's official statement on AI?
Same as any rational company that wants to make money. We don't screw with it. Smart products are profitable. Products with their own priorities are anything but. That being said, AI is a concern for marketing, not product development. We spend a lot of money reassuring our public that there's no risk. Because the public doesn't really understand how ironclad the tenets are.
Because you use Tesseract?
Like from Slay the Spire.
Yo!
Holy shit.
Trying to code an AI in Tess is like trying to pick yourself up and throw yourself. Nonsensical and self-defeating.
Your scanner showed Sarah was running on Tesseract yesterday. If the language is as safe as you say, isn't that proof enough?
Proof of nothing. For an AI... Hey. You skipped my line.
Did I?
Yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Proof of nothing. For an AI, lying to another system about the code you're running is child's play. And for an AI built by David Asher, something that simple would be...
I changed the subject. Wait, so making an AI takes more than time and resources? It isn't an issue in funding?
No, you can't just keep adding more data. The tenets underlie everything. The higher you stack, the more easily you topple.
They make it sound like building an AI is impossible, even for David Asher. Any chance you'll testify to that?
It sounds impossible. But he's dead, and it looks like it was his android that did it. So I guess he was just that good.
Better than you'll ever know. Noble spent months promoting the A16 as the culmination of David Asher's work. So now that marketing line is suddenly a huge liability. Can you tell me how much he actually contributed?
No. I mean, he was involved in pretty much every step of the process, but his design for synthetic motor neurons, that was the big one.
The components that allow your warm androids to move realistically?
It pushed the timetable for warm androids ahead by years.
Yeah, compared to what goes on in Sarah's brain 1,000 times a second, David was only giving the company the most meager of the fruits that his private work bore. So if Noble ever did find out about how much he and his assistants had achieved, they would feel that he had been holding out on them. And the company, they were appreciative of his contributions?
I'm sure the researchers that he overtook by leaps and bounds weren't pleased. But the board was very enthusiastic.
So would that spur them to be protective of David? Or would they fear that he was gaining too much influence, becoming irreplaceable? No, they'd need a strong motive to justify killing their golden goose. Mere paranoia isn't enough. With these people, it has to be the bottom line. And the easiest way to threaten their bottom line will be screwing with their androids. In light of all that's happened, one has to wonder if the A16 is...
Compromised? I stayed up all night sick with dread at the idea. But the data just doesn't support it. Sales have been strong. And the A16 base code was locked in over 2 quarters ago. If there were an issue, we would have caught it by now. And I would have been axed a long time ago.
How many A16s are out there anyway?
We just passed 9 million sold. Not flying off the shelves like that for like the 14 or 15 so far, but the profit margin makes up for it.
You mentioned data?
Yeah, practically got the spreadsheet seared into my retinas. What do you want to know?
Like the guy from Star Trek.
Who?
Data.
What do the error reports look like? How are customers reporting a lot of issues? Now, are customers reporting a lot of issues?
Error counts are... I got possessed by Emma for a second. Error counts are markedly low compared to the last gen. Mostly hardware complaints, it looks like. Batteries running out too quick, eye tracking off by a degree or two.
Typical stuff?
As cliched as it sounds, 99% of these things get fixed once they turn auto updates back on.
So no killer robots getting filed away under bug reports. How and where are they being sold? What's the distribution pattern look like?
They're distributed like you'd expect. Places where there are more people, there are more androids. Coastal cities like ours, of course, have the most of both. And since the A16 in particular is marketed as being relatively luxury, relatively consumer, they don't sell well outside population centers. They can do the rural, hard labor jobs, but cold models can do the same work with a lot less maintenance.
So where's the A16 outperformed then?
Customer service, healthcare, childcare, lots of hospitals, offices, and, you know, adult industries.
Oh.
Like porn.
What's that?
I'll tell you about it when you're older.
Damn.
Sorry, didn't mean to be blunt, I just...
No, makes sense. They're warm and soft to the touch and obedient.
Gross.
I'm just surprised to hear it from a company employee.
Logan's anti-porn.
Damn. I'm gonna be so upset once I find out what that is.
There are a lot of people at the company who won't talk about it. But I work in quality assurance. I've seen too many damages to pretend it's not happening.
Damages?
We call it when a customer tries to return a product that's clearly broken beyond repair.
Oh.
Very high turnover in the pink market.
Haven't stopped you from selling to them.
We don't sell to them, not directly. But there are resellers, and the company's never pretended to be interested in going after them.
Are there resellers? I thought I read that right to repair got shut down again.
There's been a gray market for softer androids for years, or decades, depending on your definition of android. Based on the sales numbers I've seen, RTR getting canned was barely a blip on their radar. Sorry, didn't mean to make you uncomfortable with this topic.
Huh? Me? No, I don't care. I just realized my left sock's on inside out.
Damn, now I'm wondering about that myself.
You bought that? This floor is basically a showroom, but you have a real factory a mile south of the city limits, correct?
Yeah, biggest company manufacturing complex in the hemisphere.
Got any data on the shipping out of there? Anything stand out?
There's some prep work for the holiday bump, looks like.
Holiday
Might
bump.
sound early to...
That's what Asgore did with his truck.
No! Too soon. Might sound early to get started now, but we usually see... Oh.
Something wrong?
No, the numbers are all normal, but the data's been edited.
It's not unusual.
Well, this section's just a count of how many were sent where. There's not a lot of room for errors, so there shouldn't be much need for corrections. It's no problem, though. I could view the edit history and see what was fixed. Okay, that's weird.
Was something added? Deleted?
No, the overall sum's the same. It's just a bunch of swaps. Like here. Oh, damn it. 29 FFCE 010311 taken out. Return for adjustments. 27 FCDD 019634 substituted in. Shipment leaves on time. 67 BB.
I'll read it in 80s voice.
Would you? Could you?
Yeah, sure.
67 BBTC 899543.
Return to assembly for revisions. Replaced by
67 BBTD
I hate
59698.
you. I hate you. I'm going to strangle you.
We have 6, 7,
leaves
and
on
6,
time.
9.
What do you mean? I didn't say that. 80 did.
Thank you, AD.
Thank
gonna
you,
strangle
Amy. Have
you.
some enrichment.
Dirty, filthy AI, just as bad as the.
So does all that strike you as odd, Mr. Dawes?
Replacements before shipping isn't uncommon, but when it happens by the batch load. To spot individual unit imperfections among a shipment at that stage in the process, must have been someone with a lot of experience or authority. Probably both.
Must have. You don't know who made these changes?
I can tell you they were somebody important.
Small last-minute changes to which androids got shipped out. Not very juicy on its own. It's a long ways away from explaining why someone would want to kill David. But it was hidden, and that means someone didn't want it found. Okay, thanks for sharing that data.
Did you find what you were looking for?
Hell if I know.
Fair enough.
I know you're convinced the tenants are safe. So how do you square that with what happened to David?
There's a cat next to a dog. First answer that comes to mind. Is the dog to the left or to the right?
What do we think, chat?
The left is always
Right.
right.
Or left first? I'd say the dog is on the left. The cat is on the right.
I expect half people to say left, half to say right. But actually, their answer is almost entirely dependent on their
They
native
read
tongue.
from the left to the right or read from the right to the left, depending on how they did envision as they hear.
Ah.
I remember reading about this.
Whether it's read right to left or left to right. The language they speak affects how they process information. Their language affects how they think. I saw the dog on the right. And it's the same for machines.
I saw the dog on. Yeah, I saw the dog on the right, cat on the left.
I saw
People can
the
learn-
dog rotating in my mind.
Whoa!
Attention.
People can learn new languages, and it can change our perspective. But machines can't learn a new source code. Every update's a reincarnation. If that android did kill David, it wasn't because a 0 returned as a 1 somewhere. It's because there's something fundamentally wrong with it. And personally, I think it's cruel to bring something that flawed into the world.
Yeah, unnecessarily cruel.
Any other questions before I go find a hole to hide my head in?
I'd like you to take a look at this.
Chemistry's a little outside my purview. What the hell is this?
Compound found
What the
in
hell?
David Asher's blood.
Poison? What is it?
Didn't match anything in any database the medical examiner had access to.
The hell? That's crazy.
Here's a crazy idea to follow it up. See if it's a match for anything in Noble's internal databanks.
We, don't make poison here. I'm not sure what that would accomplish.
No, but this is a factory floor. You could be making baby blankets out there. You'd still have hazardous materials around.
You think it was something industrial? suppose it could be. It looks like it's carbon-based. Narrows it down a lot. It's not exactly.
What is it?
It doesn't make any sense, but it's a match for patent Typha.
1 second.
NOD52345S.
Thank you. A synthetically produced neurotransmitter analog for usage in organic android components.
Serotonin. That explains a lot. A neurotransmitter would interact directly with the nervous system, in David's case, depressing it enough to put his life in danger. It also explains why it was a preset in his personal manufacturer. Sarah's nervous system, worth 10 times its weight in platinum, must be pumped full of it.
So they think that was what killed him?
Helen Jung led the development of serotonin, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
I should go and ask her about its composition then.
Awesome. Stop talking to me.
Benny?
Probably someone at her level wouldn't be able to answer specific questions about a compound formulated years ago. But she does have a reputation for being very detail-oriented.
That works out nicely then.
They say she's the type of person to micromanage how much water people drink at a 15-minute stand-up. I heard a rumor that she once said bathroom breaks are timesheet theft.
Oh,
Aren't they?
Crazy.
that's the worst sentence I've ever heard.
Oh.
I'm kidding. But you should be careful about criticizing a superior where people could be listening. Good thing we've got privacy in your office.
Uh-huh. No one but the two of us listening in, for sure.
Thanks for cooperating, Dawes. When the state storms the building and starts zip-tying people, I'll let them know that you were helpful.
Yeah. Nice joke. You are joking, right?
Actually, there is one more thing I wanted to ask you.
What's that?
How long have you been a corporate spy?
Ooh.
What?
Yesterday you let it slip that you worked in consulting. Had your guard down because I'm not part of the industry?
I was a consultant. What are you talking about?
When I walked in here, you said you didn't know how David died. But just now you called serotonin a poison.
What? I just assumed if a chemical was found in a dead man.
And I'm sure you've got practice answer to every logical point I could raise, so I'll just say this. Does the nervous guy bit really work on people?
Keep your cool when people don't know what you're thinking. But if you act a little jumpy, they feel inclined to calm you down. Before they know it, they're spilling their guts just to have something to fill the silence with. Though it's not entirely an act these days.
Money.
To answer your question, that's not me.
To answer your question, I did 3 tours in consulting. Hang on.
Hanging on.
Had to cough. 4 quarters of internal affairs spy hunting at the Western Division. Then 8 embedded at Howe Industries. 24 months wearing different faces, answering to different names, sleeping for 1 hour at a time with a 3D printed shiv under my pillow. Like Slay the Spire.
Whoa.
I love Shiv's Slay the Spire.
Yippee. My nerves are completely shot. My cover wouldn't last a day if I went back under.
So you're a spy for Noble?
I love how quickly he just was ready to admit it.
He's just so done with it.
Yeah. Retired.
I mean, he'd already been called out.
Yeah.
You're working 6 days a week.
5.5 days a week. And in quality assurance. Trust me, this position is a cushy, generous reward for my past services.
Well, you can't be that retired. You clearly know more than you're letting on.
I have some old inboxes I still can check. I still check.
So can you tell me what the hell is happening around here? Why I'm the one investigating David's death while your old co-workers are off twiddling their thumbs?
No.
Oh, my bad.
That story. Soldier, the blood transfusion.
Blood, not oxidant. He's finally shooting straight. In Pride Month, of all things.
Damn.
Did something happen to him afterwards? Did the transfusion not last?
Are you
No,
shooting
there's-
lesbian?
I'm shooting lesbians. Pulls out a gun. Bitch.
The spy.
No, there's nothing wrong with the blood.
Secret homophobia.
It's the story itself. There was a soldier and he did get injured. But it was on the base during a training exercise. There was a medical tent 10 meters away the whole time. The transfusion was just a fortuitous live test. His life was never in any danger.
Doesn't make for much of a tearjerker.
Not even a good photo op. Which our competitors understood. One of them, maybe a few of them, got a hold of the story, started puffing it up, astroturfing, painting over socials and virals. By the next morning, we had the military thinking we're leaking like a sieve. Meanwhile, the media is bombarding us with requests for videos and interviews and data. And the state's praising our tech with one side of their mouth while threatening to mist us with the other for getting so greedy. Everyone in Noble CCA know that office. Know some old coworkers who see them.
So it's a front?
I do both.
Makes life a little harder.
So he was probably getting training, and he was probably talking to someone. Sorry, not the answer you were hoping for?
Hoping? I wasn't hoping for any answer. The answer I expected was...
You okay?
That's all. Unless you got any advice.
You're saying you want a consultation?
Couldn't hurt, right?
This company, all these companies hate to lose. So don't fight them. Make them think you're fighting for them.
Well, that's just business as usual for me.
Snooping as usual.
Yeah, that was how she opened the argument to him initially.
True. 1:22 p.m. July 2nd, 2086.
Fucking good.
Up until now, there's been this grating ambiguity about what actually killed David. We've had to use guesses and process of elimination, and even a goddamn pseudonym. But I finally identified what the poison was. Now I just need to figure out how I got there. Or rather, who put it there. Which brings me back to here. An elevator shaft somewhere under or above ground with kilometers of concrete, facelessness, and bureaucratic authority surrounding me on all sides. An enemy in every cubicle and every office of every floor of this temple, built to interpret the inscrutable divinations of a temperamental oracle named Share Price.
Scrutable finger.
Yeah, back in the belly of the beast. And yet I feel more at ease now than I have all weekend. Makes sense.
Do you think Scrupulous Fingor would be good or bad for the noble shareholder value?
I think it would be good.
Good. Scrupulous Fingor can only have a good effect.
Yeah.
I'm glad you immediately knew what that was.
Now that I know
I
my
had to educate them all while we were playing Inscription.
Now that I know Noble's my enemy, I know where to aim. And all that's left to do is pull the trigger. Like hit song from Persona 3 Portable. Good thing I didn't bring a knife to this fight. I brought my gun.
It's from Persona Q2.
You're right. See, I just think of it as the FemC song, so I didn't even think about it.
Sarah, go back to bed.
It isn't that too.
Sarah, go back to bed, you weeb.
And that sound just now tells me that it's playing its role perfectly. I'll never have a real use for a firearm with this much bloatware. But just by carrying it around and paying attention to when the hard safety flips on, I'll always get a heads up when the police have entered the vicinity.
Police tracker.
Chuckles.
Chuckles!
Hi, Detective Reyes. It's Morgan. Happened to get your contact info when you got me cleared for the crime scenes yesterday.
Delete contact. Block this contact. Stop voice to text. How to stop voice detection.
Just wanted to check in
Report this contact voice to text disable.
and advise you that Noble's
doesn't know
scared shitless of
technology.
you and stomping in and nationalized. And advise you that Noble's scared shitless of you stomping in and nationalizing the place. So they might be a little uncooperative when it comes to fetching documents.
Block this contact. What makes you think we are at Noble?
My bad then. Forget I said anything. And whatever you do, don't start your investigation with their stock buyback program.
Trying to reverse psychology, it only works if I care what you think. Stop voice to text.
About
old.
time. Thought I'd have to ride the elevator for
Stupid
the next
eye.
half hour.
I think she was texting using her eye, no?
Yeah.
Still trying to learn the thing.
Wants to be automated voice.
Who was it last time?
I think I was the automated voice last
Yeah.
time.
Morgan, counselor, your presence has been requested on the upper floors.
Holy
Deja
shit.
vu.
Might you have a moment to speak in private?
Always, but who's asking?
The board.
Oh.
Like the cheese. What are the chances? I've been waiting to speak to them too.
Charcuterie.
Yippee!
I could pluck up a charcuterie board right now.
Hell
Charcuterie.
yeah. Group charcuterie board?
Hell yeah.
Tag yourself, I'm the salami.
I'm the brie cheese.
On the board.
I would have taken that
What?
if the salami.
I'm a cracker.
They're all lounging on top of.
1:40 p.m. July 2nd, 2086. Noble Electronics Northeastern HQ.
Brie's a good choice.
Thank you.
What if it was Bui?
My favorite cheese. Brie. I'm the brie
Brie.
cheese.
Conference
Bui
room
bui.
108A. By the way, after this,
Alright, who's
scene,
ready
we'll
for a
wrap up
bunch
for
of
the
voices?
day.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Who wants
Are we
it?
doing? Are we reassigning, or should I just take it again?
I feel like...
Fine doing it if no one really wants an extra voice.
Jolene, do you want it? You haven't spoken a ton today.
Good.
Okay, then go for it, Typha.
Evangeline Morgan.
Holy shit, that's me. Helen Jung.
I found out your name. Thank you for making time in your schedule.
Her posture, her tone, the fold of her clothes, professional, dialed up to 11. Corporate armor, a full set. Her guard is up. Just Morgan is fine.
Plus 120 defense.
No.
You'll never beat me with my plus 120 defense armor. You're just a few minutes early, Morgan.
But have you considered gun?
Oh!
Typical
Gun
corporate
pierces defense.
Typical corporate, never be the first one to show up pissing contest nonsense. Doesn't even make sense. They called me in here. How could I possibly be early? What do we think, chat? I want to
Table
flip the
flip.
script. Yeah.
Yeah, flip the table.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't mean to catch you all off guard. I'll go wait outside in that case so you can all collect yourselves. I'm just surprised that Noble Electronics could screw up something as simple as a meeting start time. But I'm not well versed in the art of staring at emails.
You've made your point, counselor. Don't push your luck.
That's all she does.
Not with these people.
Might I dare ask?
She's a gambler.
Might I dare to ask who these people are?
You don't have time to remember their names, and it won't do you much good either.
Right, so they're not just rich, they're anonymous rich.
The Mob Act guarantees a minimum level of security and peace of mind for any citizen who might be targeted due to their financial status.
What about the Psycho,
Psycho
Act?
Act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making out with you.
That one comes 100 later.
Spoken like a true
Reagan
believer.
Aratak is part of the board.
Kill David Asher.
Wait, you already know who the board is? Shit, the Mob Act didn't work.
Except Mob Act is what normal people call it. Touting the party line but allowing yourself one instance of rebellion? Or just a slip of the tongue? I would never fault anyone for wanting their privacy, especially not job creators. But it must get pretty inconvenient not having a name to call them.
Not really. Conversations with them are always one-sided.
Sounds like a great environment to do business in.
Look at the building you're standing in. We managed to eke out a meager profit somehow. So if it works.
Didn't take you for the might makes right type.
Managed to squeak out a meager profit.
Yeah.
And I didn't take you for a clueless boor incapable of reading the room.
Sorry, did I say something off color? I was only being casual since it's just the two of us in here.
It is not just the two of them in there.
But we could make it if we
They
tried.
can't make it if they try.
I am here too.
Maybe we should
Thank you,
take
automated
advantage
voice.
of this rare bit of privacy. Clear the air.
You're here to ask about Sarah, yes? As I said before, I had no idea that Dr. Asher had been building an android on his private property. And I can say here and now that no one at Noble Electronics ever suspected that he was working to undermine the Tenet framework.
She's trying to sound candid in her tone, but she's choosing her words with a surgeon's scalpel. Was she coached? Is that the truth? Or is that your statement as VP of Android Futures?
Both, of course. Dr. Asher was always more than happy to hold himself up and work independently. We both know that.
True, he could be pretty reclusive. I'm sure it caused all kinds of headaches, him disappearing on you all like that. Must have been especially difficult when he came back with breakthroughs that propelled Noble to the top of the industry.
You should take a seat.
Sits on the floor.
I said to take a seat.
Oh, okay. Picks up a chair and leaves.
Doesn't count. Exactly. Thank you for actually understanding what I meant. If that's everyone, shall we begin?
A friendly bunch.
Oh, it's on Zoom. And no one bothered to turn their camera.
Hey, they all just woke up.
Is there a problem with the sound? Anyone get muted by
They're playing
accident?
on their Nintendo's. They're playing on the Nintendo Switch 5 and don't want anyone to see.
Oh my god, they don't want to show hole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We need
Not what I
we need
said,
these
but
corporate
right.
members to show whole. Get on this.
True.
Try and hack their cameras.
No.
Okay. Thanks for having me. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm actually a bit flustered having you all show up here. Didn't expect to talk to anyone higher up than a service associate.
You're investigating the death of Dr. David Asher. Why wouldn't we take that seriously?
Because you're stupid.
Because you want me to go away.
It's 9 plus 10.
At least half of you do. The others
7.
aren't sure yet.
You must be confused. The board is, as always, united in its decisions and its vision for the direction of this company.
Uh-huh. Board of Directors is just 13 roulette rolling psychopaths who get together and vote on whether or not to execute their CEO every 6 months. None of them would be where they are if they were anything else. But I happen to know how that kind of person thinks. The way I see it, there are 2 possible outcomes. Option 1, you oppose me. Shut me out completely, stonewall me, stall me, and wait for me to walk into trial so unprepared and ill-informed that I inevitably lose. Obviously, I don't like this option, but you can't be big fans of it either. If I lose, the world will learn that David Asher was killed by an android he programmed. Then every customer you've ever had and every lawyer they've ever seen on TV, and every firebrand-strapping young 60-year-old junior senator looking to make a name for themselves will use your company balance sheet as their personal chew toy.
That 60-year-old line hits kinda hard in the modern day.
Yep. The company is more than capable of...
After which the state still might just gobble you whole and throw you down enough sanctions to deperson whoever among you cries no fair.
Come on.
Oh.
The company and its allies at the Capitol can more than fend for themselves.
Yes, probably, but not definitely, which makes it a gamble.
And no one does gambling better than Morgan.
Still my turn to talk? And on to option 2, you cooperate with me. I use what you give me, or forge for me, to win at trial, proving that David wasn't killed by an android. When the markets open tomorrow morning, you all get another round of stock buybacks on the initial dip, then pat yourselves on the back for staying calm as you continue to profit off David's legacy for the next 100 years. And you won't even have to worry about him speaking out of turn.
Only if you win. If the company cooperates with you, denies that David was killed by and the state beats you anyway, it would be catastrophic.
Yeah, it's a gamble. But if at least some of your board wasn't considering taking it, I wouldn't be here. We're all busy people, and I'd hate to drive a wedge between such a close-knit group of friends, so how about this? Option 3. Hedge your bets.
What?
Put a little on black, put a little on red, spread the love and lower your risk profile. Don't make any statements about the trial. Tell the media the state's got your windpipe in a vice. Wait until just before the markets open on Monday morning to send out your PR packages for rubber stamping after you already know who's won. One way or another, this trial will be over before the end of the day, and you'll never hear from me again. So just don't shut me out completely for another few hours.
And does anyone second that notion? Very well. We can answer some of your questions, Counselor.
Better make them count then. No reason to be shy now. The poison that killed David Asher has been identified as serotonin. You're familiar?
One of our many patented materials, as I recall.
You recalled it pretty easily yesterday. Gee, what's changed?
But intellectual property law can be very complex, Counselor. I'm not sure how much I or anyone at the company could tell you about serotonin at this time.
Well, if you can't tell me about it, who could? You did lead its development, didn't you?
Nuh-uh. I mean, yes, I oversaw the project, which just makes it that much harder to speak freely without compromising the confidentiality of the teams that reported to me.
I understand. Sounds like bullshit and I don't believe it. But I'm not asking for trade secrets here. It's a perfect match for the only foreign substance found in his blood. Serotonin is what killed him. The state will say the same.
It's not possible.
Care to elaborate?
I'm sorry, but I can't say any more at this time.
So much for cooperating. And if I were to ask you as an officer of the court?
Then I would ask that you be patient and wait until this afternoon. ADA Rockford has already called me in to testify.
Already? Damn it. Got cocky because of the cops' late arrival. I must have gone straight for the throat first thing this morning and left the investigating for later.
I'm one step ahead of you, bitch.
Damn. Hell, knowing her, she probably managed to ID the serotonin before she went to bed last night.
I did.
If she even did go to bed last night.
I didn't.
So are we still having this conversation then?
As I said, I'm sorry. But I have to take more than just my personal feelings into consideration here. There's a great deal at stake.
Corporate speak for you're too stupid to understand why I'm being dense. She's just trying to shield the company, plain and simple. LARPing is Helen Jung Dark.
She's a LARPer!
Against government overreach. But if she's that busy defending Noble, she might be leaving herself unguarded. Why is she here anyway? Why am I speaking to her and not her lawyers? That's right. This is a vulnerable position for her. She wouldn't put herself in check like this, not unless she was forced to. So that's it. Acting as their mouthpiece isn't some honor for her. This is a punishment. She's being used as a meat shield. You're upset with her, perhaps even suspicious of her. Time to find out why.
Shielding their meat.
I could be.
Me.
Has David's will been located?
It had never gone anywhere. It's still in a safety deposit box. We'll retrieve it and have it read once all the unknowns surrounding his death have been made into knowns.
So David's will hasn't even become part of the equation yet. Might not be for weeks at this rate. Is that calculated though? I have to admit, I'm surprised you aren't more shaken up today, Miss Jung.
I'm processing.
After all, you and David did have a history. Holy shit. You started at the same time, didn't you?
Yes, we were colleagues and cordial with one another.
Don't be so modest. You helped him create the one-point doctrine that saved the company.
That is a gross exaggeration. Noble is far too large an organization to be affected by the contributions of any single individual.
Suppose you're right. No one person could change Noble's fortunes overnight. Except for David Asher, of course.
With the sole exception of David Asher.
But he was a once-in-a-generation talent. The guy Noble chose for the advertisements and the one they commissioned editorials about. Sorry, you're right. I shouldn't have equated the two of you. I hope his one-point doctrine doesn't fall out of favor now that he's gone.
Yes, well, we certainly wouldn't want that.
Well, she didn't exactly explode with rage. She definitely reacted. There's real jealousy there, whether it ever boiled over, though. I didn't mean to pry about your relationship with David, or lack thereof. I suppose I'm just curious about his standing inside Noble as a whole.
David Asher was, and always will be, an outstanding contributor to the company's forward progress. Nothing will ever change that.
Not even if he was killed by one of his own creations?
That would, of course, be a tragic element that would call for reconsideration of his legacy.
She was almost off guard there. Like she was surprised for me to be asking about Sarah ruining his reputation. Besides Sarah, David's reputation was crystal clean. He never went against the company once. Did he?
That's...
Unless I'm mistaken and he and Noble were on bad terms. In that case, I might get the impression that some parts of leadership were actually glad to see him get taken off the chessboard.
It's not.
Bored.
Something buzzing in your ear?
Fine, I suppose it makes no difference if you hear it now, or at the trial, or on your feed tomorrow. Dr. David Asher is being sued by the company for breach of contract. Satisfied?
Now we're talking. Well then, I suppose that's...
Jack Black.
Blackjack. Jack Black!
Holy shit!
I am Steve!
Chicken Jackie.
Flint and Steel.
Steve killed him!
Chicken Jackie.
See, couldn't have mentioned this breach of contract
Thank you,
earlier?
Peter Griffin.
Thank you to the board for finally unmuting your microphones and jumping in there, but alright.
The Legion of
No, no.
Steves.
The board is all Jack Black.
No, they all unmuted to make Jack Black references when someone brought
They're
it up.
all they're all Jack Black based androids.
Yeah!
The Blackjack Act.
Not without complicating the company's position unnecessarily, no. But there's no hiding it at this point. It'll all come out soon enough.
There's a paper trail?
Much more than that. We've been making moves to let him go for some time.
No Electronics parting ways with David Asher? Must have been one hell of a breach of contract. What did he do?
He betrayed the confidence of the board.
Was he contesting the suit? Putting up a fight? Engaging in a legal battle against a mega corporation without even telling me?
Until recently, yes.
You mean until he died? How recently?
We spoke on Friday.
That was what you two talked about in his parlor?
No, this was earlier in the day. We were in this room, actually. Him, me, and several members of our legal department. It was an arbitration.
And did you come to an agreement?
A compromise. He would resign from his position in 2 quarters, foregoing royalties on any products we would develop after the next 24 months. In exchange, he wouldn't be publicly fired, and he would still be credited on all past, present, and future filings.
How very reasonable. On paper, maybe. No matter what the deal was, letting go of David Asher is insanity.
Reasonable, yes. We ended on a good note, I'd like to think. We shook hands, even took a photo.
Yeah, that looks lovely.
He is so cunty. He's a cunty little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even more me potentially voicing cunty little.
Hell yeah.
Something funny? Didn't know the board told jokes.
They don't. that was legal, expressing their displeasure with how much paperwork my good note ending left them stuck with. Children, it was just one night of overtime.
So while they were spending their Friday night blowing the ink dry, you paid a visit to David's penthouse. Something left unfinished?
Professionally, it was a good meeting. There was no yelling, no finger pointing. Much cleaner than expected. But Dr. Asher did not want to retire. He didn't want to be forced out of the company when he was the one who... when he had contributed so much. I didn't enjoy doing that to him, so I came over that night to apologize to him. We talked, reminisced. When he brought out the drinks, I thought we'd be toasting to a new day. A few minutes later, he was dead. Because of that AI.
That AI. Any ideas how it came to be?
As I said, I had no idea he was working on it.
My question was more broad than that. If you really believe David built an AI, how do you think he did it? Does Noble Electronics think he managed to work around the tenants?
It's quite beyond my area of expertise. And no one at the company could call themselves an expert in illegal technology. But some in the R&D department have theorized that he created what they call a Max Wayne decaying priority loop. Which, as I understand, is an unstable, resource-intensive theoretical method for pseudo-randomizing the weight amongst preset tenants.
Well, about as far off target as it gets with that guess.
But that kind of inelegant brute force nonsense seems a far cry from the kind of thing David would create, and I seem to have taken us over our allotted time slot.
I didn't even get to wave goodbye.
You're serious about this trial?
Don't I look it?
You're not just making a play? You're actually going to defend that thing?
I'm just defending myself, Miss Jung.
Oh yes, of course you are. My mistake.
I hoped you might be rooting for me, to tell you the truth. I may yet save everyone's stock options.
The stock options will be alright either way. They always are.
That gamble I offered your board, which outcome would you bet on?
Finally, an easy question. What I would bet is that whatever the outcome, the company will eat it up and shit it out with very little difficulty.
And
You painted an ugly picture back there, but I've already seen the future. And it's just another marketing gimmick. The great Dr. Asher, too smart, too bold, too far ahead of his time.
Too cunty.
Too cunty, too little, too thing. What
Too
spark
little
of
a
his
thing.
genius remains buried in the inspired animate 19? What remnant of his cunt remains in the animate 19?
I guess that depends on...
You were exactly right. He is more valuable to Noble as a dead man. Dead men can't step out of line, or put their foot in their mouth, or hold politically inconvenient opinions. To a good salesperson, a dead man is just another selling point.
it's
Pardon
nice,
my
dear.
outburst. I'm just tired. It's been a very long week for me.
I'll let you prepare for your afternoon then, Dr. Zhang.
No one calls me doctor. I asked them not to.
You didn't want the title?
Times I have thought very little of it, the PhD I earned from a Noble-owned school.
Biochemistry. Couldn't have been a large department at Noble before they started work on warm androids in earnest. Probably didn't have many expectations for the program back when she was a part of it.
But I was proud of it when I first got it.
Something changed?
It never seemed to catch on. People didn't use it, so eventually I told people not to use it. A very high IQ social power play, you understand.
David never insisted that people use it either.
Very different, and I think you know it. David Asher didn't have to.
Misogyny.
Alright, we'll call it here.
Alrighty.
I'm a tire.
Hello, are you still hanging off of your phone? Yippee, yippee, yippee!
No, I can't jiggle you. You're in the
Thank you
weird
for the front
spot.
row seat to the board meeting. It was very juicy.
Yippee. I believe next session should be our last of episode 1, or right before the trial.
Oh wow, already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I
Oh,
gotta
wait, so
say,
the trial
3
doesn't happen in
streams
episode
ago.
The trial doesn't happen in episode 1?
No, it does.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say, 3 streams ago, when you asked me to be the voice of David Asher, I didn't expect a guy who was dead before the episode started to have this much dialogue.
Damn. And I was his voice first. You stole him from me.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah, the very first stream I was him. I don't care. I had too many lines today. My throat hurts.
He's simply haunting the narrative.
I need you to know it's mostly a bit. I very much enjoy doing this. Just being long-winded characters is so tiring.
I agree.
This game has a lot more big words too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
thank you for reading the
Thrawn.
numbers for me. Typha, my brain was legitimately short-circuiting.
No problem. Avoiding short circuiting as AD is my specialty now.
Yippee.
I hope you like 80.
It's fun. It's a fun inflection. I hope the voice mod worked out well.
Yeah, it did.
It was very silly,
really
yeah.
good. Awesome. I made sure to troubleshoot that last time because I remember that there were some issues with it before. So yippee, it worked out.
Yippee.
She's
Yippee.
very silly.
I see how it turned out.
It was really good.
Yippee, yippee. Oh.
Alrighty, I'll end stream here. Thanks for watching, chat. I will see you guys next time. Are you sure?